Ndĩreta mbere ya Ngai na mbere ya igoti rĩrĩ
atĩ marĩa
mothe nguga
kũhusiana na kesi ĩno nĩ ma
matheri Ngai ũndeithie.
Please state to the court your full name.
Annie Jerry.
And Jerry Kirugamia. Where do you reside?
Monsieur Monyake.
And what do you do for a living, Mr. Jerry?
Utua mashani.
You are a farmer. Now, do you know Mr. Mushiri Agadoni and Virginia Aguija Wimwe? How do you know them?
Ndimoi.
Unajua kivipi? Ask that question.
Ni neighbor kwa mushie.
Who comes now from the area that you reside?
No umete Kuuga are between Maria no umete Kuuga.
No umete.
Musiri na Virginia. No umete Kuuga.
Mushiri niwe tuikara nake.
Mushiri. So Mushiri is the one who grew up there. Now, Virginia Agui and Jeremy and Mushiri, were they married?
Mushiri and Virginia are married.
Did you attend any ceremony indicating any sort of marriage?
Yeah,
I attended.
Can you tell the Honorable Court which day was that and where was it?
No, I got there. Nearly, you were going to relocate to another Kirugamia.
Rekeirio haria Gacame kwa muci mweri 10 kwa Ngui muci mweri 10 December 2016.
The event was held at Gashami, Virginia School, from 10 December 2016.
How many people attended?
Twale aige muno aige biu tando magana meri uguo kaigana riri hakuyo andu magana meri aria twali kuo.
There were many people that attended, about 200 people.
Now tell us briefly. What happened on that day?
Yeah?
From
the moment you arrived to the moment you left, in that period.
Twakinya para haria Gacame tugitonya kwa muci na hau handu hai kanitha wa IPCA ni naho twathire muci no tutanaingira muci
Naandika koti naandika
tutanaingira muci tutiaikorire kihingiriirio kihingo
hapo.
Tulipofika pale nyumbani kwa Virginia tukapata wamefunga gate.
Tugikirwo icoke thutha ciuke ikihuraga honi.
Tukaambiwa turudi nyuma na magari zetu tukuje kama tunapiga honi.
Ni kuannounce mmefika, si ndio?
Riu twagikinya hakuhi ni twakoria mahingite kihingo tugikiina ithuĩ tuhingũrĩrwo
tukaanza kuimba nyimbo tuweza kufunguliwa gate.
Munaomba ruhusa, sio?
Tukimainira magituragia mucereirwo ku.
Tukaimba na wao wanatuimbia wakituuliza tulichelewa wapi.
Tugikimera tuma njira no tugukaga irio ni ihorire, tukamera niguo magigitwetia macathi ma kuhingura kihindo.
Tunawaambia tulichelewa kwa njia. Na wao wanatujibu, wanatuambia chakula itapoa. Baadaye wakatuitisha mafunguo za kufungua gate.
Tugikimahe mbia iria atumia makiheagwo aria mahingite kihingo.
Tukatoa pesa ikiwa ishara ya hizo funguo walikuwa wameitisha kama ilivyo desturi.
Rĩu ũkĩmahe mbia nĩ magĩtũhingũrĩire magĩgĩtwĩra karibu.
Na baada ya kutoa hiyo pesa wakatufungulia lile lango na wakatukaribisha.
Twagĩtonya mũciĩ tũgĩkaribishwo, tũgĩthamba o hau tũtanaikara thĩ moko, tũkĩhoerwo magĩtũhoera nĩgetha tũgĩikare thĩ tũrĩe, rĩu tũgĩgĩtuĩka kĩndũ kĩmwe.
Baada ya kukaribishwa tuliweza kunawa mikono, tukaomba, tukakula na tukakaribishwa tukawa kitu kimoja.
Nĩtwaikarire mũciĩ ũcio mahinda maingĩ, nĩtwaikarire mũno kũu tondũ twakiumire kuo ũtukũ wa thaa 2.
Tuliweza kukaa pale sana, hata tuliweza kutoka miaka ya saa 2 za usiku jioni.
Twagĩthire rĩu twagĩikarire kũu kũringana na mĩtaratara ya ũgũrani ya ũthoni, tũgĩikara thutha ũcio rĩu gũgĩkĩingĩrwo nyũmba nĩ athuri ũrĩa maingagĩra, athuri na atumia nĩgetha magakĩrane ũrĩa makĩranaga.
Kama ilivyo mipango ya mahari, kulipa mahari, wazee waliweza kuingia kwa nyumba ndio waweza kuongea.
Tũgĩkĩmeterera
na sisi tukabaki nje
makĩrĩkia magĩkiuma tukĩinũka.
Na walipomaliza tukatoka tukaenda nyumbani.
Now, in the midst of all that, was there plaintiff at any one point tasked with identifying his soon-to-be wife?
Igogona rĩu rĩ mũciri erirwo acagũre mũtumia wake.
Nĩ mohirwo macuka.
Waliweza kufungwa leso wasichana.
Walikuwa anga?
Mohwo macuka atimia maigana ũna agĩkĩrwo athiĩ acagũre mũtumia wake.
Wanawake kadhaa waliweza kufungwa leso na mũciri akaambiwa aende identify bibi yake.
Na agĩgĩcagũra.
He was able to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, meaning he knew her very well. Alimjua. And then thereafter, that is when now a select group went into the house and everything else was done.
Magĩtonya nyũmba.
Sasa baadaye waliingia kwa nyumba. Mambo mengine kaendelea.
Okay. Were you part of the people who went inside? Were you part of the people who went inside?
Aca nĩndĩaingĩrire nyũmba.
Okay.
No makĩrĩ o haha harĩa matonyire.
No further questions, yeah.
Habari yako?
Nzuri.
kuuliza maswali kidogo sana. Sababu naona wakati imeenda.
Sorry, maybe you can adopt her statement. Unajua uliandika statement kwa hii kesi?
Statement wa kile sile ndio.
Na ungetaka iwe ushahidi kwa hii kesi.
Na wa statement hiyo hote kawira sile ndio.
That is all.
How many times have you been to Kina Virginia's home?
Kwa Virginia mmekamana.
Thiete o muthenya ucio twari uthoni.
Nimeenda tu hiyo siku ambayo tulikuwa dawa.
Na kwa tariki cigana?
Mweri 10 December 2016.
Tarehe 10 December 2016.
Nita miaka igana uguo mihituku?
Miaka ngapi hivi ambayo imepita?
Niko 2016.
More than tariki cigana?
28.
28 Okay. Wakati mlikuwa mnaenda huko kwa Kina Virginia, wewe umesema ni neighbor ya Bwana Harold pale nyumbani.
Kwetu nyumbani.
Umemjua for how long Bwana Harold?
Kuma guciarwo tukireretwo nake.
Nimemjua kutoka kuzaliwa, nimelelewa pamoja.
Kuna kazi unamfanyianga
kwake?
Kazi gani?
Ya kushuna majani.
Wewe ni mfanyikazi wake?
Si siku yote.
Watu unamfanyia kazi? Okay. Umesema wakati mlikuwa mnaenda hii siku ya Disemba, mlikuwa watu kama 100, 200.
Tulikuwa wengi.
100, 200. Wanawake walikuwa kama wangapi hivi?
Wanawake? Kama 50 and above.
50 and above, Na wanaume?
Walikuwa wengi.
Wengi kama wangapi hivi? Kama wangapi hivi? Nipe namba.
Wale tulitoka kwetu walikuwa kama 50 something.
50 something, Sawa. So, wakati umejua Wagathoni, umejua ako na mke mwingine?
Nani?
Wagathoni? Ako na mke mwingine?
Ako na bibi mwingine.
Okay. Na watoto wangapi?
Huyu Wangoi ako na moja.
Huyo mwingine?
Ako na bibi 3.
Watoto 3. Bibi wa kwanza ako na watoto 3. Uko sure ako na 3? Si wewe ni neighbor na unamfanyia kazi?
Najua wanakaa na huko. Lakini
ni neighbor. Akizaa unaona. Ni kweli?
Lakini aliwasalia akiwa huko.
So ni kukuja amekuja.
Anakujaga kutembea nyumbani akarudi.
So haumjui kutoka akiwa mdogo? Kama tunaelewana lakini ni sawa.
Namjua akiwa hata mdogo.
Hawa watoto wa bibi wa kwanza wamezaliwa wapi?
Huko wanakaa.
Huko ni wapi? Kwenye wewe unakaa? Hiyo kijiji.
Na huko anakaa kazini.
Mahali anakaa kazini. Na umesema kwa statement yako ya kwamba wewe ni neighbor.
Yake. Najua. Wakati alipata kazi alikuwa anakaa na huko.
Okay. Kwa hivyo haujui hako na watoto wangapi? Haujui bibi wa kwanza hako na watoto wangapi?
Naona kama ni 3.
Lakini kama ni 3, Unamjua huyo bibi wa kwanza? Unajuana?
Tunajuana.
Okay. Wakati ambapo Virginia alikuwa anaolewa na Wagathoni, huyu bibi wa kwanza alikuwa amekubali hiyo maneno iendelee? Wewe ni neighbor, mnajuana.
Ate tekane tekirite
Virginia nyamenyaga toro wa mutumia wa mbere.
The question is whether the first wife knew about Virginia and she agreed to it.
Mutumia wa mbere nyamenyaga toro wa Virginia kigikio.
Na she agreed to it.
Na nietekerire Virginia kiopo.
Ni maragĩikaranagia.
Hata walikuwa wanakaa pamoja.
Mahali Virginia alikuwa anaishi wakiwa na Wagathoni, wameishi hapo kwa muda upi?
Wapi?
Mahali walikuwa wanaishi, si umesema they were your neighbors?
Ndauga maikaraga na kũu wĩra-inĩ.
Nani na nani?
Nginya Virginia na ũcio ũngĩ.
Virginia na huyo kitu mwingine na Wagathoni wanaishi na huko kazini.
Wewe unaishi wapi?
Nyumbani Munyange.
Munyange. Okay. Lakini hawaishi mahali ambapo ulikuwa unaishi?
Hawa? Hapana.
Okay. Kwa hivyo hawezi jua kama kuna wakati ambapo Bwana Harold na Virginia wamekuwa na vita?
Sijui.
Haujui? Hawezi jua kama kuna wakati Virginia ilifika akatoka kwa Harold na kaenda?
Sijui.
Haujui? So hii wakati yote ambayo mmeenda kupeleka mali na mmeenda kwa kina Virginia, haujui mahali ambapo walikuwa wanaishi?
Najua kwa nani?
Lakini haujui mahali wanaishi?
Lakini wanakujaga nyumbani kutembea.
Okay. Sawa sawa. Ni hayo tu.
Just one question. Unasema, just clarify one thing. Wewe unakaa Munyange. Na Munyange ni kule Mr. Mushi wa Gathoni amezaliwa. Grown up. Okay? Lakini wao wanakaa kwingine. Hamuko mnakaa pamoja na familia zake?
Hapana. No, ni mokaga muci.
Yeah, that has not raised any issue. Thank you. Asante sana. It's the last question, the last witness.
Matters in question shall be the truth, the whole truth. So help me God.
Kindly state to the court your full name.
My name is Harun Mushiri Gathoni.
And what do you do for a living, Mr. Mushiri?
By profession, I'm an advocate.
Oh, how long?
Of relatively of 25 years now. And I practice in Nyeri town.
You are the plaintiff in this matter?
Yes.
And being an advocate, I am sure you are conversant with the issue before this honorable court. You have written a statement in this matter. You'd want that statement to be taken as evidence before this honorable court?
Yes, I have written a statement, and I have also written two affidavits. There is a supplementary affidavit and there is the affidavit that I had filed together with the application.
You'd want to produce the list of documents attached to your plaint as number 1 to number 4.
Yes.
The exhibit number 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yes, I would wish to have those was produced as exhibits.
We also want to produce the bundle of documents indicated as HM1
Yes.
as your exhibit 7.
Yes. Those are those documents attached to the supplementary affidavit. And we also wish to have them produced as exhibits.
Now, you know the issue before the Honorable Court is your relationship between the deceased
Yes.
and you. Please take us through when you met and whether you got married, in what form of marriage it was.
Yes.
Generally, what it was done.
Yes, the relationship between me and the late Virginia Wangui started way back into around 2000, 1999, 2000 there. When I actually met her at Nyeri Law Courts, where she was working as a clerk. And we related as friends for quite a number of years. And after that long relationship, in 2013, we made a decision to live together as husband and wife. Where we started our life as such in a village within Nyeri municipality known as Gitumi. Thereafter, we were also blessed with a child. Our daughter Mary Ann Gadoni. Therefore, it reached a point whereby I decided that I needed to visit her parents with a view now to formally do the marriage ceremony at our customs. And that happened in year 2016. Of course, the process started sometimes in October, when in a meeting with my friends, my close friends, who are also basically my family friends, even as far as the late Virginia was concerned. That is, we have Michohi Wakerilo, who has also testified before this court. And we have Daniel Delito Karige and Joseph Kimori. They are very close friends of mine. Therefore, one day I told them I would want to go and pay dowry in respect of the late Virginia. Therefore, we started a series of meetings where I also now invited other neighbors of mine, of ours at Gediro. And one of them has testified here, Mr. David Kanyenje, I also invited Mr. Paul. Those are neighbors at Githiru. And also, when Mr. Foley, he had also filed us. The ones I invited, the others I had said that there was Joseph.
No, the one that you said.
I invited afterwards.
Yes, David.
It is David and Foley. Those are the ones now I invited. My other close friends in that village. Our relationship with the two old men was when we now started living in Githiru. They were really among the very first friends who came, or neighbors who came to know us in our residence. And they also happened to be members of the AIPCA church. What happened is that by then, the late Virginia was attending Kagere Church. Therefore, in the morning, they would find her donned on that, on the headgear that women from AIPCA wear. Therefore, they came to my home and told us that we can join the Githiru Church. That's how now that relationship started. Therefore, when now time came for me now to think about dowry payment and all that, I included them, the elders that would accompany me. Therefore, as it has been narrated by the other witnesses, the first meeting we ever had at the deceased parents' home was on 15th October. Before we went there, we had had a meeting, and we had agreed. We had actually asked my late wife to call the parent to confirm whether we can go on that day. Therefore, we went on 15th October 2016. As indicated, I was accompanied by the said Mr. Kamnyenje, Mr. Foley, Mr. Gishohi, Mr. Nderitu, and my brother was also in that meeting by the name Ayub Deuri. And when I went to the deceased home, I met my mother-in-law. I also met the uncle, Mr. Mwangi, who was actually present before this court. And I met another person he always introduced as a cousin of his, Mr. Geshama. Upon now the business of taking us there being made known to them, and that being the first day, the deliberations were carried on. Mr. Kanyenje was the one who was basically heading my team. And of course, we were asked to pay 10,000. Basically what they call is Kohada Ifege. And then I was told that I had to pay a fine because by the time we went, I already had a child with the deceased. That is our daughter. And we paid another 10,000 for that. And therefore, one from Mr. Mwangi now said that he required time to consult the other uncles. So so that now we can come and have a discussion now as regards to what would entail the dowry and the processes to be followed. Therefore, our uncle, Mr. Mwangi, indicated later, after that first meeting, later on he called me and he told me that the date that had been agreed on with his brothers was 19th of November. And he requested me now to inform my team who were to visit. I did exactly that, and we prepared to appear at my mother-in-law's home, and we did appear. And this time round, we again met. My mother-in-law was there, my uncle Mwangi was there, and the other uncles, Gatia and Geoffrey, were pleasant. And still Mr. Gishama was present. And then now the discussion about what would entail the dowry was discussed. And since we had requested that very first day that we want to know how to go about it, then there was a note that they had written itemizing the various details about Lorashi and also indicating what would Gurario entail as part of the various ceremonies that are required. And while in that meeting, it was made clear by Uncle Mwangi that Mwate and Harika should be live animals, not money. It said that according to their clan, that's how it is supposed to be done. The other thing that they clarified was that they expressed themselves in terms of saying, owing to the insecurity that there were issues that were happening around that time. People would go for dowry, and then the family is robbed the following day. Therefore, they say they would prefer the other bit that is not required as live animals can be deposited in my mother-in-law's account. Which account, of course, she gave me, and when time came, I deposited the money in it. Therefore, this very day, 19th, the date now was set for the main ceremony, which after the deliberations, then we agreed on 10th of December 2016. So that is the day now we would come and do the ceremonies that are relevant in keeping with the Kikuyu customary law, keeping with our customs. Of course, there is the issue of preparation, because even in terms of food to be eaten by the guests or for the entire occasion, we were informed it is us who should take care of it. We would be the ones to foot it. Now, from that day, we moved into preparation for that particular activity and day. I invited friends and relatives so that they can grace the occasion. Ordinarily, in keeping with our customs, of course, you have to invite friends to come and witness the dowry payment, and also to come and celebrate with the other, with my in-laws. Therefore, the other main activities that now happened is that about some days before the main day, I assigned one of my vehicles to Mr. Gichohi Kirilu and my nephew, whom I believe, I don't know that he is still in this court, called Duncan Kumu, who was to drive Mr. Kirilu around to ensure that deliveries that requires to be done were made. Deliveries in terms of food stamps, because they had to be bought from the market and then I had to tell them. And bearing in mind the size of or rather the number of people I was expecting, I had actually bought a bull from him, that is from the Shohi Kirilu, which was to provide beef for the day. And I had also bought 3 lambs. And Gichohi was to coordinate the slaughtering and delivery of the meat. To my mother-in-law's home. Therefore, that was done. Some delivery, even organizing about firewood that was to be used, because we are the ones who had to do everything. Mr. Gichohi is the one who we had tasked him now just to ensure that the final details are dealt with. On 9th of December, again in keeping with our tradition, Mr. Gichohi came to my home with the driver, now the Kumu, and took the Mwate and Harika from my home, because I had bought it the previous day. It was in my home. They took it and delivered it at my mother-in-law's home. Once they delivered, they confirmed to me that they found, in fact, the persons who inspected, because ordinarily the animal is just to be inspected to see whether it is of good size, it looks healthy, is my uncle, that is Uncle Mwangi. And the other uncles were there, but the information I got is that we found Mwangi, and even the other man called Yechama. They inspected and they accepted the animals. Therefore, the main day comes, that is on 10th. And of course, I marshaled my friends, family, so that we can come and grace the occasion. And also, as I had been told about the amount of money that was to be part of the dowry payment, I deposited 190,000 into my mother-in-law's account. And I did this because that's what they had directed me to do. In our meeting of 19, And what that was to constitute was they had asked for 3 heifers, and which during our deliberations on 19th of November, they had been tagged a price of 30,000 each. That is what had been agreed. Then the other amount was what we call mirongo, in terms of goats and all that. The one that was coming to 100,000. And this is what we had agreed now when we met on that day. And basically that was what was to cover that bit of the dowry. The only other thing that was to remain was any other thing that perhaps can be asked along the line or along the way, and then gurari. Therefore, now when we did the ceremony, the usual preliminaries that are done, according to Kikuyu, if gates are closed, you have to be asked to go back and come back with the vehicles, honking and all that. Then the gate is opened after the ladies are given something. We did all that was done. Of course, that gate bit, of course, women coordinate it. They know how to do it. Therefore now, once those preliminaries are done, we get into the homestead. And players for the food are done, and we enjoy the meal. And as it has been indicated also by the other witnesses who have testified, there were many people. In fact, my estimation was about 400, around 400. That is my friends, my relatives, my in-laws. The late Virginia also had her own friends who had also graced the occasion. Therefore, we are quite a number. And they literally ate all the food that was there, including this bull that was 110 kg, and the lambs that were slaughtered. Therefore, the event went on very well, and everybody was happy. And even the many times I visited my in-laws, their neighbors, and then they always said that it was a well-organized event, and I fed them well. Therefore, the issue and the ceremony is where I must choose my wife from various or several ladies. That was also done. It's just part of entertainment that happens in these functions. It happened. Then now the main session now comes in. After now the choosing of the gallant to marry. And of course people had speeches, various speeches they made in terms of even knowing each other, introductions and all that. And now the other main activity now is the select elders to get into the house and finalize on the deliberations on the dowry and all that. Basically, Kanyenje was there, who was our spokesperson. Fole was there, Noli, Shohi, Derito, my other cousin, Derito also was there, and my uncle. That's my maternal uncle. was there. In fact, there were two of my uncles who were pleasant. And my brother was there, Ayub. His wife was also there. And there were some other ladies who were also pleasant because there are issues that are dealt with for ladies, what the gifts that we given and all that. The deliberations went on well. And from my in-laws side, they confirmed having received Mwate and Harika. And now when it came to the other bit, my spokesperson, I handed him over the deposit slip. And he presented it. And now that one, we say that is the farthest, or rather the much we wanted to do for that day. Therefore, in fact, just before now, we went now to the issue of Wazez needs alcohol. Our grandmother, that is Virginia's grandmother, literally in a jocular mood, raised a point of order. Of course, he mentioned about having brought up Virginia. And also she made a joke, like we would expect from a person named after the person whose dowry is being paid. She actually tried to say that she was the original wife. I needed to talk to her nicely. She also made comments like she will not agree to go to Munyange. Munyange is my village unless she is bribed. Just the usual jokes that will happen. And her being my grandmother, by virtue of being the grandmother to my wife. And Saturday we were very close. Even long before we started this process, or even long before we started living together as a husband and wife. 5,000 shillings. As termed as a bribe, as she had said that she needed to be bribed, over 5,000 shillings. Get passed on it on to my cousin, Mr. Kingoi, and she was given and she was happy and blessed us. The only other person who was scared that a bit was my uncle when he said that he had something to say. And he asked for Virginia to be called into the session, that he had some questions to ask. I remember that particular point, my cousin was actually eyeing me and wondering what exactly our old man was up to. Therefore, she was ushered in. Late Virginia was ushered in. He asked us about 3 questions. Whether she knew I had another wife, which she confirmed she knew. She was also asked whether she knew that I had other children with that other wife. Which she confirmed. And it stated that she was indeed living with my son. And basically she did try to confirm that she had related with my children. And the other joke that my uncle, of course, mentioned was, which was a very serious question, whether she knew that I can marry other women according to our customs. And she said yes. In fact, I do recall my uncle saying that the person I'm named after had 4 wives. He made that joke and she said she has no problem with that. And she was aware. In fact, in that sitting, she said that she knew I used to make that joke that I can marry as many wives. Being a Kikuyu. There being no other major issues, the alcohol for elders was given out, 10,000. And as it is the custom, since they were happy about us, we are given back some 2,000. Naita kurudisha mkono because they were happy about it. The other session is about the women. They were given some gifts, various gifts they would ask for, saunders. There was that bit now that was handled now by the ladies present, about the saunders, openers, and all that. There is that paraphernalia that would go with just gifts that would be given to the ladies. Because of course they'd say that they cooked early and all that. Therefore, they were given their gifts. Therefore, after that now, once now we confirmed that the proceedings had gone on well, then prayers were done. And we were served with sodas while in there. And then after that, of course, we did the tete for a few minutes there, just talking. Then now it was time to go back now to report to the people who are outside. And the negotiations went on through well and there was no problem. Therefore, ordinarily what women do is that when they were leaving the house, they started doing the relation. And the ones who are outside also responded, and that was a confirmation that the ceremony had ended well. After that now, people, they enjoyed whatever food was left, and people went at their leisure, because now the ceremony was sealed. Now the only thing I would do is, on my part, of course, my cousins from Virginia side would have to hunt me down and say, no, sisi hatujapata kitu, and some of them who are present here. And those are gifts that you ordinarily give because they are my friends, they are my cousins now. And gifts here and there, for even my aunties who are present, because they are people whom we had known each other for many years. Therefore, after that, I think we went on and lived our lives. Until now, when Virginia passed on. By the time she died, she was attached at Mathiko Locals. That's where the death happened. In fact, the news about her death actually came through from my cousin, as he had been alerted about it. As I was in court, they tried to reach me out in the morning. They not reached me, but by the time now I was through with court, he traveled all the way from Karatina, where he's attached, to come and deliver the news. Because friends and relatives, I told him, no, don't just call him. Therefore, once I came to learn of it, the first thing I did was to call Uncle Mwangi, and he confirmed that he had also received similar news. That was almost around noon. I tried to reach the second defendant, my sister-in-law. She never picked my calls. In fact, by the time she took my call was may have been around maybe almost 12 or so. And the information she gave me was that I've just arrived at the hospital. It's called Shalom. And I want to find out what has happened. That is the only information she gave me. I connected with Uncle Mwangi because what he told me when I called him is that our mother-in-law was not aware, had not been notified. That's what he had told me. Then I said, let me come. He told me, just come, join us, we go. His home, my uncle's place is at Calgary. That is Uncle Mwangi. Therefore, he told me, pick me from the Kagera shopping center. Therefore, I traveled. My cousin Tingori also and Delito accompanied me. And I met my uncle at Kagera. And he had some other village mates of his and relative. I think Mr. Gishama, I do recall, he was there. And therefore, there we discussed how do we break the sad news to my mother-in-law. I even suggested to him, let's look for a lady around here who can at least we can go with, so that of course, depending on the reaction, I thought that perhaps she would need a lady around her. Therefore, we proceeded to her home, and now we discuss what has happened. And it is at that point now Mr. Mwangi will receive calls from, it should be the husband to my sister-in-law. And then the issue of post-mortem is being done came up. That they had already conducted post-mortem. Of course, I asked why was it done that urgently, but bearing in mind the mood and how things were, I never got any answer. What I did is that I telephoned my brother, my younger brother, Simon Mwangi, and another cousin of mine called Lady Wambui. I alerted them what had happened, and I requested them to, since they, oh, sorry. How, maybe you can indicate to me how far?
From the post-mortem.
Okay. I was saying that I had that issue of post-mortem now from Uncle Mwangi, because he had been called by the husband to my sister-in-law, that is the second defendant. I was saying that I had an issue because at first I asked, why did it have to happen so fast? What I did is I called my brother and my cousin. My brother is my younger brother, Simon Mwangi. And I called my cousin, Lydia Wambui. Lydia Wambui. They are based generally in Nairobi, because I thought now that with the turn of event, I said I needed somebody to go and find out what was happening and even assist in whatever manner it would be so required. In fact, it is Uncle Mwangi who gave me the number of his brother-in-law, Wahome, and told me Wahome is there for your brother to reach to Shalom, this Shalom hospital. He can connect with the said Wahome. Therefore, my brother went, and now by that time, of course, now we are saying if the postmortem has already been done, there isn't much that can be done. He said we can have the body brought to Nyeri. Therefore, my brother reaches there and tells me I found everything, postmortem has been done, and now the body was prepared and brought to Nyeri. I even asked him whether there was anything, because I had kept on calling my sister-in-law to find out whether there was any financial assistance. But she could not pick my calls. And my brother told me they are saying everything is okay. Then from there now we waited for the body here in Nyeri. It was brought, we were at Outspan, myself, my mother-in-law, and my uncle, Mwangi. And that is the first time that now I heard, or I came to learn that there was an issue. Because it is at that point that my mother-in-law said that the burial permit should be in her name. In fact, I was called by Uncle Mwangi, and he told me, come, there's something that your mother is saying. Say that no, the burial permit. Then I wondered why do we have to discuss that? The only thing I asked her is what would be the issue if it was issued in my name? And then I know Delito, that is Daniel Delito, and my cousin, Joseph Kingoli, were present. I called them, and I told them maybe they discussed. Sorry, I think...
I was asking what the issue with your name being on the...
She just said that it will have to be done in her name. And then what I did, I just called my cousin and my friend Delito, told them now, talk to these people, because you see now, the mood was not right to start arguing over that. But it's from that point, I noticed there was an issue. Although now Uncle Mwangi kept on assuring me that there's nothing wrong that will happen. Therefore, once the body was brought, it was preserved. We filled the body. The second defendant, who is my sister-in-law, was also there. They are the ones who came with the body. Again, at that point, she was not really in the talking mood. But I spoke to the husband, and I asked him what happened. I even asked about any bill that got to be paid. In fact, that brother-in-law told me, no, there is no bill, because what we did, all those who are there, they did the mchango and paid what was to be paid. Therefore, now it came to the issue again, now after the preservation, there is the issue of documentation. It was made known to me that the burial permit had already been issued in the name of the second defendant, who is my sister-in-law. And of course, the information that came from the mortuary attendant is that the post-mortem having been done, then the burial permit, that's the information they gave me because I never came even to see a copy of it. Then the burial permit was issued from that end. That's the information I was given. I inquired about what was to be paid at the mortuary. They say they can pay, there's some money for preservation that would be required, but they said you can pay now or pay later on. It is at that point that my sister-in-law just left.
Are you able to watch my hand? When I put,
Sorry.
because now you're speaking endlessly at some point, I don't know where to put where.
Sorry again, Your Honor. I think I'll be a bit observant.
After the preservation,
Yes?
you said you were to pay some money.
Yes, we were told there's some money to be paid for preservation, but they said you can pay later, maybe when you're picking the body. Because I asked how much was it, and I'm saying it was at that point that my sister-in-law, now that she even got the notes that were done, now after receiving the body, she got the notes plus the burial permit, put in her bag, and walked away, all other outside, without even talking to me. Therefore, now at that particular point, of course, I could tell there was a problem. And since now it was a bit late, we had to go home. And again, Mr. Mwangi, the uncle, also assured me that, no, don't worry, things will be okay. We'll talk this thing in the morning. And he did the same assurance to my cousin. I was a bit down, but I said, no problem, we can talk in the morning. Therefore, what I did is that the following day, I sent my cousin Kingori, my friend Derito, and my brother to liaise with Uncle Mwangi and know what's the position. And they visited the home as they were directed. We discussed the issue. Nothing was agreed on because the other uncles were not there. And therefore, it was indicated that we go the following day. I believe that should have been the first, and we had to go where they were told that they will go back. My mother-in-law's home. when the other uncles would have arrived, and they also requested that I should accompany them. Therefore, on that visit, I think we went there a bit late in the evening because they delayed calling us. But when we went there, is now when I realized that the problem was more than I thought. Because my mother-in-law categorically stated that she's the one who was to bury the deceased. And they could literally not even listen to us per se. In fact, one of the uncles, Mr. Joffe, was unfortunately very rude to us.
You said good or rude?
Rude. Very rude to us. And to me in particular. And since it's a person I've known for quite a number of years, we have related well. What I told him is that we just be sober in the whole issue, because even after the burial, we'll still be there and we'll still remain as people who know each other. That's what I told him. And also the husband to my sister-in-law was also very aggressive and very literally insultive to me. Even questioned what a Kikuyu man I was. Literally, he just literally insulted me. And I kept my cool. Since we did not agree on that day, we left. And several other friends of the family got in touch with them, tried to talk to them over the issue, but we were not able to agree on anything. And therefore, I believe it was on a Sunday. May have to confirm it was on a Sunday when now my mother-in-law came to Gitumi. And in my presence, and without even alerting me, announced that the deceased was to be buried at Gachambi on 9th. It was on 9th of, that's what she said, on 9th of May. Now, at that point, is now I realized that he seemed not to give any room for us to talk. And that's how I found myself in court. Because I believe that the relevant ceremonies having been done, I believe that I was entitled to be consulted and to be involved in the burial of my wife. And also, my daughter was also entitled to be involved in the burial of her mother. And therefore, basically, that is the reason why we found ourselves here. But in all those meetings I attended after the death of my wife at my mother-in-law's house, one thing they never denied that I had paid dowry. Mwate and Harika was taken. In all those meetings, they never denied that. In fact, I saw for the first time their denial in the papers they filed in court. Now even denying that the day ever existed or the function ever happened. Therefore, that's basically how we find ourselves here. I never divorced the deceased after the marriage ceremony. Of course, differences may happen, just like it happens in other couples or with other couples. But at no time there was any ceremony conducted for divorce. In fact, I was also surprised to learn from an affidavit filed by the second defendant that she would even allege that I don't even take care of my daughter. And of course, the affidavit of it itself is basically scandalous. Even quoting some text messages, which he literally decided to give her own meaning, which cannot be there, basically to show that, or to display me like an irresponsible man. It's very unfortunate, but that's how they have painted me. Therefore, the reason why I'm here is that I would want to bury my wife. I don't know whether there is anything else my advocate would want to clarify. Want to remind me if I've forgotten.
And your weakness has really taken time. We need to finish.
Only one issue. Where you live now, is it where Wakoi was also living?
Yes, basically I have two wives. But my first
They
wife,
live in the same house. That's all.
no, they don't live in the same house.
So they have
Wangui
theirs.
was living at our original matrimonial home at Gitumi, currently.
And then, okay.
And maybe you're not just one thing that I've remembered.
And please don't narrate.
No, not narrating. I just want to mention one thing because I've seen it featuring in. Although maybe he can go ahead. Let him go ahead.
Let's start there. Let's start at our original matrimonial home.
Yes,
What do you mean by that?
just that.
What is that?
I think that's plain English. That's where we started our life with Wangui as a husband and wife.
So this is a matrimonial home between you and Wangui. Is the one that you are calling our original
Yes.
matrimonial home.
Yes.
I noted that in all the other properties that you filed, in this case, all of them you had done a search, except that one property that you're calling our matrimonial home, our original matrimonial home. Why was that?
I would have expected that all the searches are there. We were done all of them unless
That
it was
one you
left
filed-
out.
that
Unless
one
it
you-
was left out by mistake.
That one you filed the certificate of copy, certificate of title.
Title, yes. Also that one shows to whom it is registered in.
But the others you filed a search,
I'm saying even a search, I was to file a search for that one.
but you didn't file.
I'm saying they were all done.
Council, maybe I'm missing some documents.
That doesn't arise anyway. It's not
does,
an issue
it does.
for this court. We are not
Yeah,
here for
it
property issues in any event.
Maybe you can ask the question so that we.
Whose phone is vibrating? Please leave the call. You're distracting.
Sorry, you're right. Actually it's fine that it's vibrating.
Okay. So this property you are calling our original matrimonial home is in whose name?
It is in Virginia's name.
When was it bought?
I may confirm, but it was after we started living together. Maybe you can show me the copy. I'll confirm for you. In fact, what we did is that when we started living together,
That property was
that
bought
property was born after.
6th November 2015.
Yes,
That is the time it was transferred to Virginia.
6th.
6th November 2015.
Yes. Are you sure?
Is it 13 or 13?
It can't be 2015. It should be 2013.
2013.
Yes.
And according to you, when did she become or became your wife?
You've said 6?
6th November 2013. When did she?
I started living with her before that date.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yes.
We here because you say you are the husband because of some
Yes.
ceremonies that happened.
The ceremonies
And you're
came
calling
after.
that property a matrimonial property.
Yes.
And as an advocate, you understand the definition of matrimonial property.
Yes. I
What
do
is
understand.
matrimonial property?
I'm telling you, I started living with her before that date. That's what I'm telling you.
So according to
Therefore, according to me, I lived with her. Maybe perhaps you have not gotten the other bit about the dowry. If you recall, there was an issue
So
of
when
a
was the
fine.
dowry paid?
Listen, there was an
According to
issue. Please, let me answer your question. There is this fine that you saw that was fined, isn't it?
it was paid in 2013.
Perhaps you can confirm from.
No, I'm asking
Your
you a
records.
question because you are calling this property a matrimonial property, a property that was bought in the year 2013.
Yes.
You started the
By then I was
processes
living.
when?
Yes, I was
When
living
did
with
you
her
start the
as
processes
a husband.
of paying the dowry?
Of the
Because
dowry.
you are saying
No, that one I paid in 2016.
2016.
Yes.
So the property was bought before you allegedly paid for the dowry.
Not allegedly, before I paid the dowry.
Okay.
Because I paid.
So this one cannot fall under matrimonial property. The one that you're calling original matrimonial property, it cannot fall there.
What is the issue about the matrimonial property?
You are the one who brought it and called it an original matrimonial property.
Yes, because we lived there. You have had witnesses here.
Okay. So When did you start living in that property?
In that property?
Yes.
In fact, we started living in it that time that it was bought. I know.
That was 2013.
In fact, if I were to tell you the position of it.
That was it, 2013.
It is a property that we bought from a friend of mine.
That was
and a client of mine. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you started living there in 2013.
Yes. That's when we moved into Gitumi now.
Okay.
But before then, we were in another rented place.
Okay.
Yes.
Then during this period, when you started living here in that property, you were also constructing another property.
Constructing another property?
Yes.
Not even during this period. But the construction started on another property I had also bought a long time ago. It started sometimes in fact, immediately after I paid the dowry. Although the materials I had deposited them there.
You started construction after you paid the dowry in 2016?
Yes, that's when the construction you are talking about, I don't know.
Did
I may have several, but I don't know which one.
Did you move to that property with Virginia?
Which one?
The one that you are constructing.
Which one now? I have constructed several, I don't know which one.
You have said there is a construction you did in 2016.
Yeah.
After you had bought this property, the 1630 property. Well, after you started living with her, there was some construction that were ongoing.
Yes.
Did you move to that new house after you were done?
Yes, I moved into the new house.
With Virginia?
Yes, for a time. We moved there.
How long did you live with her in that property?
I know we lived for some time. I may not, because I think it was only around 2022 when we had some disagreements like would happen for any other family.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what sort of disagreement did you have with Virginia?
That's the usual disagreements that husband and wife would have.
What were those disagreements? What made
you want me to tell you my personal issues?
What are those issues?
Yeah, that's a very unfair question.
Yes.
It does not form part of the proceedings. This is not a divorce issue.
This is cross-examination.
It is an unfair question.
And I think part of it forms the reason why he wants to marry.
Absolutely.
Are we dealing with divorce issues, Your Honor, here?
No, we are not, but you want your client to be declared a husband for purposes of marriage.
The only issue here that this honorable court is to decide. And
are you able to give a general? You don't have to put the nitty-gritties.
Precisely. That's
what I'm saying generally, just the way that a husband and a wife would disagree on one issue. Yeah.
To a point that she left.
Yeah, women do leave sometimes.
Okay.
Wives do leave, and it is something that is an ordinary occurrence.
Okay.
If people disagree, you can leave. Okay. Yes, it happens.
So in that 2022, according to you, that was the last time she lived in that property after she left?
Yes, because we agreed on other issues to do.
What did you agree?
One, she went back to our original matrimonial home. That was part of what
so
we
agreed. So she moved from where you were living to the matrimonial home?
Listen, because the issues, I've told you, generally the people, the way they agree. And then the other thing we were dealing with is to develop another of our property.
Okay.
Yes, which I think I've also exhibited there,
okay.
Which I bought and wrote it in her name.
I understand that you have said you have many properties and many cars. That's a good thing.
Is council getting sorted now?
No, he said he gave one of the cars to the people to drive.
He mentioned that as part of the evidence.
Maybe I did not even.
Where is council getting possible? Is that restrain yourself.
Let's go to this question. Why did you bring the second plaintiff to be part of this proceeding?
Because my in-laws were not involving us in any way in the value settlement. In fact, the very day my mother-in-law came to announce that the value is to happen at Gachami, my daughter was there. We were there at the Gitiro home. Therefore, I thought that these people now are taking me for a ride, and which was very unfortunate.
So you decided to bring...
She had to come in because she's also an interested person in burying the mother. I believe no one would have a problem with that.
Describe to me when the deceased died, where you were, when you got the news, and what you did.
When the deceased died, she died while based at Mathiko. Of course, she used to travel over on Sunday, go there, work, come back over the weekend.
Where was
Therefore, when I was in my office. Yes. In fact, by the time my cousin got the news, I was actually actively involved in court.
So you got
in
the
a
news
court
at
matter.
what time?
My cousin actually brought the news at around 11 is something. In fact, he Mandelito came to my office, camped there,
At 11.
and then now they came and told me, have you heard that so and so is unwell?
At 11.
At first, that's how they broke the news. Then they took me through the motions and told me that she was dead.
So this was at 11.
Around 11, yes. Around 11-ish.
What did you do after receiving the news that she...
As I stated, the first person I called is Uncle Mwangi. Yeah, of course, there was shocking news. Yeah.
Then he confirmed.
And he
After that
confirmed, and he told me, I'm leaving my Kagere home. I want to go and tell your mother-in-law about it because I'm told she's not aware. That is the information he gave me.
Okay.
And I traveled from Nyeri. I told him, then let me come so that I also know, because at that particular point, when I asked my cousin, they were not very sure about the hospital because he just told me the news they got. Then I said, maybe from here we'll be able to understand where the thing was. And actually, I also called my sister-in-law. She literally refused to call to pick my calls because I wanted to know whether she has heard the same and what was happening.
Okay.
Yes.
So you got the news, called your uncle.
That is, yes.
And the
That
news
is the maternal uncle to Virginia.
that your wife is deceased.
Yes.
Instead of going to where she was, you decided to go pick your uncle so that you can go to your in-law
Yes.
to go and break the news.
Yes.
That sounds very okay with you.
Yes, and it should sound okay with you too. Because my wife was at Mathiko, not in Nyeri. I'm based in Nyeri. And by the time I'm receiving this news, it's at around 11, and I had to confirm which hospital and where they are. Otherwise, I would not have just driven blindly to an unknown place.
Okay. Yes. But even after getting the location, you didn't go to Mathiko.
Now, yes, I did not go to Mathiko. And I gave an explanation for it.
Okay. Then in your testimony, you say that you sent 2 people.
Yes.
I want you to show me in all the statements that you have done in this court, where
Yes.
you have mentioned that other second person. You said Simon Mwangi and someone else, Lydia. You
Yes.
sent them to Mathiko. In your statement right now, that is what you have said.
What have I said?
You have
Maybe
said you
you may
said
show me
Simon
because-
Mwangi
Yes, that's
and
my brother.
Lydia. Those are the people you sent to
Yes.
Mathiko. In the written
I
statement,
actually called him while at my mother's-in-law's house,
That's
and we were with Mwangi there. Because I say now, since I've heard that the postmortem is being done, or it has been done, let me send the person who is nearest so that they dash there and find out what
That's
is
okay.
it. Yes.
we don't have an issue. You sent
Yes.
Simon Mwangi. You have created another person called Lydia.
She's my cousin.
That is not found in any of your statements anywhere.
Okay.
And you have said they
But I sent
2
her.
of them.
Yes.
You forgot to write about Lydia.
I may have, if she's not appearing there, I may have forgotten.
Also, the other issue that you forgot to write about
Yes.
is about Uncle Joffe. You're calling him Uncle Joffe. You're calling him who? Joffe.
Yes,
The one
Joffe.
that you say he was very rude.
No, for the first time, and for the time I've known him, he was rude to me. And
You
it
also
was unfair.
forgot to write that.
I don't know, it should be there.
Maybe
Maybe I can't
should
remember.
be
Maybe
shown
check
because
both.
The statements I have, you have not indicated
I've not
anything
indicated.
about anyone being
Okay.
rude. The other thing that you forgot to write about is that when you went to your mother-in-law's house,
Yes.
you have not indicated that at that point she told you that she will be the one burying the deceased. That is not in the statement.
Where?
The first day when you
No,
received
the first day I received the news, she did not say she's burying it. In fact, all of us now are coordinating, knowing how do we, now that, in fact, the news about postmortem were received when we were at her place. Now it was an issue of, now since they have done it, I don't have to ask many questions, let's have the body brought to Nyeri. Okay. That is exactly what happened. Because the first day, in fact, the first day when I went to her, I didn't know that there was an issue.
Okay.
The issues came now when we were at the mortuary waiting for the body to be brought.
So the issues didn't come at home. They came when you were at the mortuary.
At the mortuary that day, that evening, that's when now the issue of the burial permit and whatever. In fact, they initiated at that conversation, which I was not aware about. I did not even thought about the issue of the burial permit.
Thank you. It's only that you indicated before going to the mortuary.
No, not before going to the mortuary.
Okay.
In fact, there are subsequent meetings. Perhaps maybe you never got me correctly. There were subsequent meetings at her place. That's when now.
You have your affidavits with you?
The affidavit, I don't have them here.
You can
maybe you can refer me to the paragraph you want.
Yes, I want you to go to paragraph 7 of the supporting affidavit.
Yeah.
And I also want you to go to paragraph 33 of the supplementary affidavit.
Maybe for ease of time, you can mention what it says, I will recall.
So in paragraph 7 of the supporting affidavit, you say that I was living with the deceased person up to the time of her demise.
Yes, she was my wife.
You were living with her?
Yes, I have 2 wives, and that's what I'm saying. At Gitumi, in fact, the home and where even now, where she was living by the time she died was Gitumi. And that's what I'm calling our original matrimonial home.
Okay.
And it's a home that I visit and I go to.
That's okay.
Yes.
You have said.
And my daughter, of course, was living there with.
That's what I'm asking. In paragraph 7, you say, and you have confirmed you were living with her.
Yes.
What did you mean in paragraph 33 of the supplementary affidavit that she willingly left?
The other home you asked about. That's what I was talking about. Now, I'm saying there's a Githiru and then my other home. And I think you had asked me that question earlier on about that other construction you're talking about. Yes.
So she left one home and went to directly to the other.
What do you mean directed to the other?
Like she moved from this home and proceeded to the next home.
Maybe let me repeat what I had told you earlier.
Did she any time
I'm saying we had some
rent a house? Did she at any time?
Yeah, that's a better question. Yes.
So she moved from your home?
Yes.
Rented a house?
Yes.
Then later on went to this property you're calling original matrimonial home?
Yes. Yes. And even when she was in that rented, even when she was in that rented home, even then we are still relating as a husband and a wife.
Okay.
Yes. In fact, I attended many functions at my in-laws' place.
So that is what you are calling in paragraph 33 that she willingly left.
I must have been responding to an issue that was raised in the affidavit.
But that's what
about yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then how many functions did you attend at their home, your in-laws' home?
Functions?
Yes.
In terms of when they have an issue?
No, during this process of dowry, negotiation, payment, everything.
There was 10th, 15th of October,
yes.
19th,
yes.
And the main day.
And they even at one point through your affidavit came to your place. That's what you said.
Yes, ordinarily what happens...
They did.
No, listen, what happens is that after you pay dowry, then the parents of the wife also visits the home in a ceremony called Itala, basically to know where their daughter went to.
Okay.
Therefore they came.
So in total there were about 5 functions attended in regards to this dowry payment.
5 counting.
You have said how many at their home?
I think at their home there should have been 3.
There were 3, so 4.
Yes.
4 in total,
yeah, maybe
including them coming.
Them coming. But I was saying other functions like if there is value at their place, I would attend.
So during those 4 functions, did you at any given time hire a photographer or someone to just take photos in any of those occasions?
Yes, we had in fact, if you look at that booklet, details that were indicated, we had a photographer.
Have you?
In fact,
did you file any photo?
No, I haven't filed any.
You did not file.
And I can tell you the reason why I have not filed.
That's okay.
I haven't filed them because I have not traced them.
You did not file any photo.
Yes, but you can see from the booklet we paid some money for
okay, you have answered
for photographs to be taken.
You have answered my question. The other issue was about dowry payment.
Yes.
You are the one who deposited the 190,000.
Yes, I did.
Have you filed any proof that money was deposited in her account?
The proof I have is that I deposited the money personally. I passed on the banking slip to Mr. Kanyeje, who handed it over to them. Therefore, the slip I had was that one. But what I have attached is actually something to show that I withdrew my money from my account that day and deposited.
So withdrawal.
I'm saying that's a withdrawal.
Filed a withdrawal.
Yes.
You did not file a deposit slip.
No, I don't have it. I gave it to them.
Thank you. You did not.
I wish my mother-in-law brought her statement from that account. You'd have seen the amount.
You did not file.
Yeah.
You didn't have a photo.
No, I did not have
you did not
a
file
photo.
A slip showing that you paid the 190.
But I've called witnesses who were there when that slip was given.
That's okay. You've done well.
Yes.
You met the deceased person when she was a clerk.
Yes, many years ago. Must be. It was around there, 99, 2000.
You were an advocate by then?
I became an advocate in May 2000. By then, I was basically a pupil, finishing my pupillage.
So that's when you met with her?
Yes.
And it was okay for you to start dating a court clerk when you are married to someone else?
What have you said?
It was okay for you to start dating a court clerk when you have already now been admitted as an advocate and you are married to someone else?
Court clerks are human beings and they are good wives also.
So it was okay for you?
I'm saying, why are you concerned with the name court clerk? Are you by any
it's not
chance suggesting that
I'm saying you are an advocate. Why are you not hearing the word advocate?
Okay. I'm an advocate and I decided...
You met with her when you were already married. That's a
not at all, my friend. You see, you're not following what I was saying, my friend. What I'm saying, I met her. We were young then. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Tell me, when did you get the first wife, and when did you get her as a wife?
I'm saying my first wife. My first wife, we started living with her around 2000. Yes.
Then?
What else do you want to know? If you leave me so that I get to know.
So you started living with her in 2000?
Yes.
You have been blessed with children, huh?
I have been blessed with children.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of which came around 2000.
You have how many? One.
I have two children.
Two children.
Yeah, two children. I have a daughter who is the eldest.
So when you started living with the deceased person,
yes,
she took care of your son?
In fact, I can tell you, it's only that even my in-laws will not tell you. We related with her for a very long time. She knew my family, she even knew my children, and there was no issue. Therefore, when now it comes that we want now to start living as a husband and wife, that time, we also lived with my son, with her.
Where was the mother of your son during this time that he's been taken care of by?
She was still around.
Deceased person?
She was still around.
Around where?
She was still around as my wife. Yes.
But you saw it wise to take your son from your first wife, take him to the deceased person to live with him.
I'm just saying, she did not have any problem with my children. She actually, in fact, if you are to get it from these neighbors of mine, by the time he started living in Gitumi, they actually thought that was her son.
We are not saying that.
You understand what I mean?
I'm just asking, where was your first wife when she was living?
She was still there as my wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you were testifying, you said that she was called inside the secret place where the men went. And your Uncle Simon, or you called him Uncle Simon, asked 3 questions.
Yes.
You were here when I was asking is it cousin or the police officer? He said he did that. It was something that had been planned, that you will ask.
I'm not getting it. So I never had that.
I never had
that it was planned. I never had him say that it was planned.
So the 3 questions that were asked about her agreeing that you have another wife and she was okay with that.
Yes.
Was that planned or it came as a surprise?
In fact, it came as a surprise for me.
Okay.
Must give an answer to that. Explanation being you want. I don't have time.
Maybe it is my good friend here who is asking me a question that will require a lot of explanation.
Also, the questions I'm asking you, they are yes and no. I'm trying to control you, that you are keeping going, but it's okay. So it was not planned that these questions will be asked. A very interesting question was asked, that he has another wife. You're okay with that? He can marry other wives.
Yes.
So on.
It was asked. Yes.
And you were okay with that being asked in that meeting?
I was okay. Yes, I was okay. I already had another wife. I have 2 wives. Therefore, now why would I be surprised that that would be asked? Even marrying another one is a Kikuyu man.
Yes.
I can marry if I find that my wealth is enough to take care of them.
That's okay. Let's not go on. Let's not go on with that. So you can marry as many as your wealth can be able to afford.
Sure. Actually, that is what is allowed under our customs. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So according to you, the money you deposited was supposed to take care of what and what?
The money we deposited, one was for the 3 heifers they asked for. They're the ones who told us that this is the price of a heifer, not that we went to the market. It is Uncle Mwangi and the other uncles and whoever were there. They told us 3 heifers at 30,000. Then the other bait is the Rorasio bait, which is called Mirongo, that's being boozy and whatever. They told us this is the amount we require.
How many boozes?
I may not recall the exact number, but what the amount they gave us, when they gave us the amount, they did know that I'm going to pay all what they asked for.
That's okay.
Therefore, for the Mirongo and the
you don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay.
No, I'm saying what they computed for us is what I paid.
Okay.
Yes.
So as a Kikuyu male, because you have stated that you are a Kikuyu male.
Actually, I am.
Your first wife, did you go for Rorasio?
Yes, I did. Yes.
What did they ask in the first Rorasio?
The usual thing, because even for that one, I did not, there is one that you go before you have any children. I even did that one I went when I had children, because there were other issues that made us not go. Therefore,
all those things. Did you pay boozes, nombes, and all those things in the first?
Yes.
You did.
I went there. Even there, I was fined, and I did the Kohanda Ivege. Then after that, I took Mwate and Harika. In fact, those ones came from my uncle's farm.
Can you remember
and they were
how
taken.
much you deposited?
How much I deposited?
Yeah.
I may not recall. I wish I had come with that booklet. I would have told you.
So you have a daughter. You have a daughter. You are male.
I have 2 daughters.
Yeah, you
I have two daughters.
actually.
Yes.
Yeah, you have 2 daughters, and you are male Kikuyu. How when it comes to them marrying?
Yeah.
How are they supposed to do? How is that process? How should they go on with the issues of people who are coming to pay dowry for them?
Yes. For a Kikuyu person,
Yes.
for our Kikuyu daughter,
Yes.
who is being married off,
Yes.
they are married off to an equal, let me put it that way, to an equal amount of items as the mother was.
Mbuzi, the equal amount of mbuzi that were given.
What I'm saying, when you go for a Kikuyu marriage, you do it as their mother was, or according to how they do it in their family.
Okay.
Yes.
So according
therefore, Mwate and Harika is the main thing that is required.
That's okay.
For my first wife, I took, and I also left some mbuzi there.
That's okay. Let's proceed with that.
And therefore, now,
according to you, there are 190 that you were told to pay in terms of Virginia.
Yes.
And it has the name Rurashio there. According to you, you went all the way and you paid everything that you lost.
What they had told me, I'm telling you, the only thing I would expect that is remaining now, and if you look at that note, is the Gurari. Okay. That is the only bit. But of course, as you go along, they may also ask for other things. Because it never ends.
So during the period of separation, when she moved from your home in 2023, she got admitted in hospital. Do you know about that?
I knew there was a time she had some, I think, either gallstones or something, and she went to hospital.
Did you visit her in Nairobi West Hospital? Did you go to see her?
I never really, because I think she was there for, I think, 3 days or so.
So you never?
I never went, but we were communicating. In fact, I'm the one who suggested. That she needs to have a checkup for that particular issue.
You have answered.
Yes.
At one time, she is sick in Nairobi Hospital for 3 days. You suggest she goes to Nairobi West Hospital. You don't go visit her. Then the next time she is deceased, instead of you going towards where the body is, you are traveling towards their home.
Yes. For the reasons I've given.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. You don't see anything strange with that, Mr. Wakathon?
What strange thing? I don't see anything strange because I've given an explanation. I could not travel blindly to Nairobi, to a hospital I don't know. I had to seek information where it was.
So the first time she was sick, you had 3 days?
I've told you that time I'm the one personally who told her, I think this ailment needs to be checked.
The question is, did you go to Nairobi to visit her?
I've said I didn't.
Thank you.
It was only for 3 days.
So you will agree with me that in all these proceedings, you have not indicated that you want the deceased person to be buried in any of your properties.
I want to be allowed to bury her. I have property, I can bury her. And I have also indicated when I went for these meetings with them, when I went for these meetings with my in-laws, at a point I told them, instead of us fighting over the place of burial, why don't I show you that she can be interred, where we can commonly agree. Reason being, if she's buried at my in-laws, I will not be able to visit her grave when it is that I would want to do so.
I'm asking a very simple question.
Yes.
The reason you have filed the search documents, the reason why you have filed the copy of the title is to show where you would prefer her to
Not
be
at
buried.
all. Not at all. Not at all.
You have actually indicated that in your affidavit.
Maybe you can read it better. You can see the explanation I gave.
Have you shown the court where you would
just read the affidavit the way I indicated.
I'm asking, have you
because I know I indicated it. Why I attack those searches?
Let me ask you this question before we go to the affidavit.
Maybe your night is important. He points out.
We will point out because you have.
He's doing his cross-exam. Okay. Your counsel at the examination in chief.
Okay.
Can you respond to the question asked?
Okay.
We have spent a lot of time on you, counsel, and I have pending judgments that are to be delivered tomorrow. Can you still speak to the question asked so that we move?
So the question I was asking you is, have you pointed to the court that I have this property as the husband of the deceased person where I would want her to be buried, as other husbands?
I do not have to point out. I'm saying, let me have the body I buried. I don't have to point out. And you have heard also, I have my village home where I come from.
Let's go to your affidavit, supporting affidavit. And the question I need to ask there is, why did you attach these properties that all of them have her name? How are you attaching those titles as the evidence in this court?
That one I'll repeat again. I attached them because when I went for a meeting at my in-laws, I told them, as opposed to us fighting over the body of my wife, I have no even problem if you are to bury her in one of these properties. That's what I'm saying. I was trying just to, one of them, I'm the one who bought. I wrote her name. And that is what I'm saying.
You are a lawyer, an advocate.
Yes, I'm a lawyer.
When you say the title is in her name, it is her property.
It doesn't.
As per section 26 of the Land Registration Act. When
you look at even the matrimonial law, you will find that that is not what it means. Because you can hold any property in your name and your wife can claim it or part of it. You can also live in your wife's property, but doesn't mean that it is her alone. And if you are to get now to the other issues of matrimony.
Do you know that one of these properties, the one you're calling the original matrimonial home, by the time it was bought, there are documents that we have filed in court showing that there was a loan from National Bank.
I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that.
That loan
we made that decision about purchasing it through that loan. But I wish
in whose name?
I wish your client were to bring the bank statements to show how the payments were done.
In whose name was that loan? Was it in your name or her name?
It was in her name.
Thank you.
Because the judiciary has. Listen, I must give you a reason why.
I don't need a reason.
Because the judiciary had a facility.
Judiciary had a facility. Very specific. That's one. Okay. Then you have touched on the affidavit of your sister-in-law.
Yes.
Stating about the messages.
Yes.
Were those your messages to her?
No,
leave alone the interpretation and everything. Were those your messages?
They were not my messages to her. They were messages that she sent. From what I saw, their messages sent
to you.
Yes.
Did you respond to them?
Yeah, I used to respond. I would call her if there was an issue.
I would want to take you to just one message where she's telling you have turned her into a beggar. What does she mean with that?
That must have been a message when you were having those small issues between me and her.
So when you have a small issue, she starts complaining about you turning her into a beggar.
If she was here, you would ask her that. Because personally, I'd never sent her a message like that.
This is a person who gets sick, you don't visit. She dies, you go to her home. Then there are messages that you did not even counter or respond to, trying to show us the context. You know, I expected that you would find it anyway. Let me ask that.
You expected me that I would file a message to counter that?
It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
My concern is that the interpretation given is a problem.
To be a beggar, that's because of the few issues you were having with her.
That is a lie.
What is a lie?
If she was here, I would tell her that was a lie because that is not true. Telling me that I turned her into a beggar. She was never a beggar in her life.
So according to you, what sort of a relationship did you have with the deceased person?
Yes.
What sort of a relationship did you have with the deceased person?
As a man and a wife.
After she left your home in 2022.
She came back. And it is something ordinary. Maybe you have never experienced it, but it's something ordinary that happens to men and women. Okay. Yes.
Yeah,
a wife can leave, or a husband can leave the wife.
It
happens ordinarily. Yes.
Maybe, Your Honor, just one more question. Have you written to any institution from the time she died? Have you written to any institution trying to follow up on her properties, shares?
Properties. Yes, when I noticed. When I noticed that what they were doing and they don't want to involve me, I just wrote them and told her this person had a daughter. Just there are people who may be following up. But
have you gotten responses from some of those?
I would have to confirm. I haven't been.
So who did you write to?
You have asked me whether I wrote to Sharia Circle, and I did.
Who else?
Yes.
Who else?
I may not recall either.
So you have not even buried your wife, and you have started writing to places.
Yes, because some people decided to play games. Then I said to protect the plight of my child, so that people don't go there and say that she don't have a child. That's why I wrote.
Thank you.
And if you have come across that letter, you see the content.
Okay, just one question. I think is important. This property, the original matrimonial home,
Yes.
add to it. Why was it registered on the deceased name?
The deceased name?
Yes.
Yes, one. Of course, I have so many other properties that are in my name. And secondly, when we were buying it, because a friend of mine who was selling, actually it was my client, I used to let out the premises. And when now I started saying that the client would want to sell, my wife told me, no, why don't we buy it? And then she volunteered and said, the judiciary has a facility where the interest rate, I think, was the 4% or something like that. Said, we can take advantage of this. And she went ahead and took the loan, but we paid the loan together. In fact, we used to pay, she was supposed to be paying around 17,000 and we were paying 34,000. That way we actually did it before time.
You met the deceased in the year, as you said, 1999?
Yeah, around that time, that's when I...
She was still working for the judiciary?
Yes, she was.
And at the time she died, she was still working at the judiciary?
Yes, based at Mathiko.
So this is not a person that would be described as a beggar, by any standards?
Of course, she wasn't.
Your daughter is attending school?
Yeah, she's attending. I had to, in fact, now when I realize that this process is taking long, I had to take her back to school. She's at Nyeri Primary School.
Nyeri Primary School?
Yes.
At any one point, there is no at any one point that she has been sent away for lack of school fees?
None of my children have ever been sent away for lack of school fees. In fact, I came with a file.
I'm asking that question because, of course, you have been portrayed as a person who doesn't care.
Not at all. She has never.
And
I personally pay school fees.
Because examination.
Because you portrayed him as a person who doesn't care.
The issue of school fees did not come anywhere in the course examination.
State what was asked from the examination.
Because he has been portrayed as a person who doesn't care. That's why I'm bringing up that issue. When?
The very day she passed on.
The very day she passed on?
Yes, but later, just long before noon.
Did I hear you tell the Honorable Court that the postmortem was done on the same day?
In fact, the question I had asked when I visited my mother-in-law was, why would the postmortem be done? No, it was
on postmortem.
It came up. That must be answered.
Yes, when I learned about it, I queried about it because why do the postmortem that?
Came up, Your Honor.
That
On cross-examination.
His question was, why the hurry?
Yes, I remember I said that I asked why was it in this hurry.
Your Honor, that was examination in chief. In cross-examination, I never asked anything on postmortem.
That was not you.
Counsel was asking, did you go to the hospital? I want him to answer why he could not go to the hospital. Maybe I should pose the question in another way. Was the postmortem? Yes. Was the postmortem done on the same day she died? That's an important issue.
Yes, it was done. Actually, it was done before.
Undertaking an examination of chief afresh. Can you stick to the questions, whatever you need clarified from the cross-examination?
Thank you. So why didn't you go to the hospital? Because that was asked.
Your Honor, I had explained. By the time I received this news, was around 11:12ish. Because my cousin who was coming to relay the information to me actually came to my office while I was still doing an online matter. Therefore, I was only able now to see them after that. And when the information I got was not clear in terms of where the hospital she was in at that particular point. And that's why I tried to call my sister-in-law, who never picked my call at that particular point. Then I called Uncle Mwangi, and then he told me that he's going to my mother-in-law's house to inform her. And then I said, let me accompany you there, as also we know where the hospital is. Because even Uncle Mwangi himself did not know exactly where the location of this hospital was. And now, while we are on our way there, the issue of the post-mortem now arises from a call he received from the husband to my sister. Therefore, by that time now, I did not have to go.
Joseph Kingori Kuuga, Your Honor.
Joseph Kingori Kuuga. You remember doing a statement in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you want that statement to be taken as evidence before this court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Kingori, what do you do for a living?
Your Honor, I'm a police officer based at Karatina Police Station.
And how do you know the first plaintiff?
Pardon, Your Honor.
How do you know the first plaintiff, Mr. Harun Mushiri? How do you know him?
Mushiri Wagadhoni is my cousin.
He's your cousin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. There have been 2 witnesses, so we will not need to repeat most of the things that have been said. But you know Mr. Mushiri and one Virginia Jawemwa.
I know them very well, Your Honor. Mm-hmm. Yes, Your Honor.
Was in a customary marriage ceremony conducted?
Your Honor, I was among the people who attended the ceremony on 10th December 2016.
2016.
Yes, Your Honor.
And before that ceremony, had there been other visits before then to the home of the wife?
Yes, Your Honor. On 19th November, we attended Virginia's home together with other people whom we are in the court, and we were introduced to each other.
That was the 19th of November.
19th November 2016, Your Honor.
Was that the first visit?
Mine was the first visit, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Was there another visit before then?
Yes, I heard there was another visit.
There was another visit.
Yes, Your Honor.
So now this is the second visit.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can are you able to remember whom you were with?
I can remember, Your Honor.
Maybe can you state a few?
We were with James Ngeshoi Kililo, Mr. Fure, Mr. Kanyenje, Mr. Delito, and another Delito.
Was the
and
plaintiff
Mushiri wa Gathoni.
Oh, the plaintiff was there.
Yes, Your Honor.
Was Wagoi's side also represented, or you just went?
It was represented, Your Honor. We met one Mr. Mwangi, the uncle, Mr. Joffe, and her mother, and other people who are there, and Mr. Gishama. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. The grandmother was also there?
Yes, Your Honor. Grandmother was there. Yes, Your Honor.
So tell us exactly, so what happened on this date, on the 19th?
Your Honor, on 19th, as I have said, we went there. We talked and we introduced one another, whereby we were to request to go there for dowry ceremony. Whereby, on that fifth day, 19th, Mr. Mwangi, the uncle, narrated us how we are to come on 10th. And he wrote us a certain piece of paper, whereby we were to follow those instructions on the piece of paper so that we could go and prepare ourselves on 10th. And we were handed over that piece of paper, Your Honor.
So did you attend on the 10th of December?
Yes, I attended, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Now, about the Mote and Harika, are you the one who took it?
Pardon?
The Mote and Harika, when was it taken?
I was not the one.
Oh, you are not the one?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, okay. So you attended on the 10th of December 2016?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how many people were you?
We were allowed 500 people who attended the ceremony.
You attended the ceremony?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is inclusive of the plaintiff and other people?
We were all together. Yes, Your Honor.
And briefly, tell us shortly what happened on that day. Just take us through in the shortest way possible.
Your Honor, as I had said, on 10th December 2016, we attended at Virginia's home to pay for dowry ceremony. At that time, Your Honor, we met the other side, whereby we were welcomed with the songs, other ceremonies were attended, and we were welcomed and we ate. And the ceremony was well prepared. After eating and prayers, Your Honor, we were welcomed in a separate place, in a certain room, where the discussions of paying dowry were to be held, Your Honor. In the room, Your Honor, we were I, Mr. Delito, Matulo, Mr. Kanyenje, Mr. Fore, another Mr. Delito, Mushiri wa Gathoni, and the other side of Virginia's family. And I can remember in Virginia's family because I was familiar with one or two. Mr. Mwangi, her uncle, Mr. Joffe, the same her uncle, and Mr. Gishama, her mother, and her grandmother was there. Those are the ones I can remember who were in the room, Your Honor.
And so what did you do in that room?
In the room, as dowry ceremonies were discussed, I was the secretary, so I was jotting in some items which were to be presented in the room, whereby we presented Mr. Kanyenje asked whether Mwatena Harika had been brought earlier. That is, it was brought the previous day 9, Your Honor.
Mr. Kanyenje is Your Honor PW2. And what was the answer?
They confirmed that they had received Mwatena Harika.
They had received and accepted.
Then Mr. Kanyenje also asked he was asked by Mr. Mwangi, because we were the one to come with maybe report or whatever. Mr. Kanyenje produced a certain receipt of 190,000.
You mean slip?
A slip of 190,000. And gave it to Mr. Mwangi, Virginia's uncle.
That was money that had been banked?
Yeah, it had been banked that the same day by Mr. Mushiri.
Well, Mr. Mūthuri himself.
Yeah.
In whose account?
I had it was Virginia's mother's account.
Virginia's mother's account.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And so the slip was given to Mr. Mwangi, the uncle?
The uncle. It was given to Mr. Mwangi, the uncle.
Not to the mother.
Not
Mr. Mwangi, the uncle.
To Mr. Mwangi, the uncle.
uncle.
Yes, Your Honor.
Was any other money paid or given out?
Mr. Mwangi, Your Honor, confirmed. Mr. Mwangi, Your Honor, confirmed the amount was 190 in our presence. And then Mr. Daniel Delito, gave out 10,000. 1,000 termed as Johia Yago Kenya.
So Daniel Delito was on your side now, on your side. And
He was on our side.
Is he present in this court?
Mr. Delito?
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You have a statement, Your Honor. I did that because you have a statement. So Your Honor, he gave out 10,000 to the Wazes.
To the Wazes.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. And it was received by one Mr. Joffe, Virginia's uncle. Yes, Your Honor.
He received the 10,000. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Then in Kikuyu's customary marriage, they gave back 2,000 to our side.
Okay. That was to show that they are good people.
Yes, Your Honor.
Our depend.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything else happened?
Then after that, Virginia's grandmother said she was the one who had stayed with Wagoi for a long time. That is in quotes. And she said she was to be given something. And she was given 5,000 shillings.
No, in this selected group,
Yes, Your Honor.
did you have any other? Did you have? Did you use the word women? Did you use?
Yeah, in the room there was women about maybe 6, 7, 8 or there.
Collectively, I'm 6 on your side. Or?
On our side, it was about 4, Your Honor. Yes, Your
Okay.
Honor.
Okay. Those ones did something on their side.
Who are inside, but outside.
No, I'm talking about inside.
Yes, Your
That's why you use the word selected.
Yes, Your Honor.
So and they, of course, they did what they did.
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the Kikuyu custom.
According to the Kikuyu culture, they did whatever they did. Yes, Your Honor.
After that,
Everything was okay, and we were set free. Yes, Your Honor.
okay.
We were given, we were told that the Virginia that now was ours because we had done everything according to Kikuyu customary law. Yes, Your Honor.
And according to their claim and what they had wanted to do.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, of course, then you went home.
Yes, after that, we just left.
They did not invite you that you could stay there if you want.
Of course, they said, but in Kikuyu customary law.
Of course, you do that.
Yes.
They're just joking.
Yes, Your Honor.
But they did.
They did, Your Honor.
Meaning now you have become friends.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, Mr. Mūthuri being your first, you said your cousin.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did they have a child with Virginia Wangui?
Pardon?
Did they have a child?
Yes, they have a child by the name Mary Ann Gathoni Mushiri. Yes, Your Honor.
She is named after who?
Mushiri wa Gathoni's mother, Your Honor.
His mother. No questions, yeah.
Thank you.
You said you are the secretary to the group.
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you writing anything?
Yes, I was jotting
As a
some.
secretary.
Yes, I was jotting some few things which I wrote in this book, and I think you have Your Honor, you have a.
Yes. You want to produce that as well?
I want to produce this as a.
No, just go through what you had written so that it is also for the honorable. Yes, it is.
Well, it is there. It is JK2.
Yes. Just indicate what you had written.
At first, I was the one who, in Kikuyu customary, we were requested may be invited to take somebody or to escort someone to dowry, to take dowry. So I just started writing whoever was contributing, but that one, since I was the secretary.
Yeah, I suppose.
Then, in the room, I jotted in that we had produced Mwatena Harika, bid 10,000. Mori Dato, that is 90,000. Narulashio, that is how I jotted in 100,000. Johia Dhuri, 10,000. That is whatever I jotted in, Your Honor, on that particular day.
In a particular day.
Yes, Your Honor.
So this 190 represented 3 haifas.
Yes, Your
At
Honor.
90.
Yes, Your Honor. 90,000. Yes, Your
Then the other 100,000 was for?
It was meant for Lulashio. There was a list that had been written in by Mr. Mwangi
You
on
can
19th.
remember. Yes. How many sheep were you supposed to? Had they requested you?
First of all, Mwatena Harika, and the other one, there were 3. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
And the other Maruta was supposed to be what and what?
As I had jotted in, there was Mwatena Harika, Johia Dhuri,
So that is what
there was Durume. Yes, Your Honor.
That is what you gave now on that day.
On 10th. Yes, Your Honor.
Did that mean now you have done everything as far as dowry to Wagoi was concerned? Had you paid now everything?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
We were to go several times. Yes, as Kikuyu customary law.
As happens
In Kikuyu. Yes, Your Honor.
So, Your Honor, that may be produced at Plaintiff Exhibit 2. It's marked as A42. The next just. No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Pana Joseph,
Yes, Your Honor.
how are you this afternoon?
I'm good, Your Honor.
You're good.
Yes, Your Honor.
How long have you known the plaintiff and the deceased?
Over 20 years, Your Honor.
Both of them, you've known them for over 20 years.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So when did you first meet with the deceased person?
Something to do with 2006
Where?
in Nyeri.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You were the secretary to the group that was visiting.
Yes, Your Honor.
Was there a secretary to the group that you found there?
I assumed it was Mr. Mwangi, since he was the one who was communicating with me and with the other, and he was the one who was asking if
So it was Mr. Mwangi?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. After writing everything that you wrote that day, did you sit down with Mr. Mwangi to verify?
We said we sat down as a group
I'm asking.
in the house.
The secretary? Mr. Mwangi was the secretary on the other end.
Yes,
Did
Your
you sit down with Mr. Mwangi to verify what you had paid?
We verified through the congregation that was in the room.
Okay. So
Yes,
there was
Your
no sitting between you and Mr. Mwangi.
We did not, but since we were in the room, everybody confirmed so.
That's okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
And this day that you alleged that you went for Rurashio on 10th, you're saying it is on 10th of December
Yes, Your Honor.
2016. There is a question here that I need to ask you. That after everything happened, you are calling her the bride. The bride was ushered in and asked some questions. What were those questions when she came in?
I can remember one question she was asked by Wagathoni's uncle, Mushiri Wagathoni's uncle. Do you know whether Mushiri Wagathoni has another wife? And she confirmed so.
So she was asked whether she knows that the plaintiff has another wife.
Yes, Your Honor.
And she confirmed that she knew.
Yes, Your Honor.
Another question? Did she support that answer?
She supported the answer and she said that she was ready to be married by Mushiri Wagathoni.
Okay.
In our presence.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did the same uncle pose the question that even if Wagathoni wants to proceed and marry someone else, she will still be okay?
That one I can't remember, Your Honor.
You cannot remember that, eh?
Yes, Your Honor.
But you remember she was asked whether she knew that Wagathoni had another wife.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it your testimony that Wagathoni has another wife?
Yeah, I know that. That is my testimony. I know that.
Okay.
Yes.
What is
Since he is my cousin,
yes,
we do work one
and
another.
together they have children.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Was the first wife, part of this delegation that went to Virginia's home?
Your Honor, she was not present.
She was not present.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Because we were.
You've answered. It's okay. She was not present.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And according to you, why did you think it was necessary for the uncle to Wagathoni to ask about that other wife?
You know, that is an aged person, Your Honor, and maybe he has seen more events taking place, and that's why maybe I think that is why he asked that question, because he is an aged person and he has seen more events taking place, Your Honor.
Okay, so he is aged. It was not a question that was supposed to be asked. He only asked because he is aged.
Your Honor, that was a question that was supposed to be asked since he knew.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
You say in your statement, which she answered in the positive, she also confirmed that she was indeed living with the son of the first wife. That is your testimony.
I know that, Your Honor.
Not you know, that is your testimony. It is the statement you've written.
Yes, Your Honor.
So she was living with the son of the plaintiff.
Yes, Your Honor.
According to you, is it normal for your first wife to give your child to your second, a person called the second wife? In this case, we can call her the second wife. Is it normal?
I think that is a memorandum of understanding, Your Honor, as per the family.
So it is something that can happen. The wife can say, you go live with your other mother.
Family, Your Honor, family issues, maybe you cannot dig in what is going on.
But the son was living with Virginia.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So according to your common sense, because you are a police officer, you know these things, do you think that a mother would just allow a child to go and live with any other person, especially in this case, a person who has an interest with the husband? Have you ever seen something like that?
Your Honor, I have said that is my memorandum of understanding.
So you might not be able to tell, eh?
Yes, Your Honor.
How much was paid as dowry, according to you, because you are the secretary?
On that fateful day?
Yes.
190,000 in a slip.
Where was it paid?
Equity Bank, Your Honor.
Belonging to who?
Belonging to someone Nyawira, but I don't know the other name.
Who
But
was
I
that
saw
person? Who was that person?
Virginia's mother.
Virginia's mother.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a Kikuyu?
The Mogikuyu, Your Honor.
He's Kikuyu. He says he's Kikuyu. Does the mother receive the dowry in the Kikuyu culture?
She is not supposed to receive
Thank
the
you.
Kikuyu dowry, but
Thank
on
you.
that fateful day, the slip was written to in mother's account.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
So the money was deposited in mother's account,
Yes, Your Honor.
but the slip was given to
To Virginia's uncle to confirm.
confirm.
Yes,
So
Your
she's not supposed to receive, but the money was deposited in her account, right?
It was deposited in my mother's account.
So to you, is it the slip or the money? Which one is the dowry?
I can narrate earlier there.
No, I'm asking you the slip that was given to the uncle and the money that was deposited in the mother's account. Which one is the dowry? Is it the slip or the money?
The slip is the same as the money, Your Honor.
So the slip is as the same as the money.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So when I am holding the slip, it's like I am holding the money.
Not, Your Honor. But since they had said they won't be, they could not receive the money since the security was within the area.
You have answered that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's go to what you wrote yourself.
Yes, Your Honor.
So there are some contribution there. Wagadoni's dowry. That is you writing.
Yes, Your Honor.
I want you to open that book that you have. It's the same book that you photocopied here.
I think so, Your Honor.
I want us to go to that book. That you photocopied. And I want you to read after the expenses. The next page after the expenses. What did you write? Where there is 162,000. Your Honor, I'm referring to JK2 at page 42.
Your Honor, page.
Right after the expenses. You can see the expenses.
Yes, Your Honor.
The next page was what? Is where there is 162, 950. Can you see that?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I want you to read those items.
Here it is indicated that total amount donated by friends. 162,950.
Okay.
Yes, Your
The
Honor.
next item. So 162, 950 was contributed by who?
Friends, Your Honor.
By friends. Eh?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's the money you raised through the WhatsApp group or whatever means.
Yes, Your Honor.
The next item.
Indicated less 133, 680, Your Honor. Your Honor, these were the expenses. Wagadoni deposited his money, but it was not this one.
I'm asking you, we are reading, we're just reading here.
Yes, Your
Item
Honor.
number 2 is less 133,000.
Yes.
Where did that money go?
Other expenses, Your Honor.
That are not listed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So you raised 162, 133 was the expenses.
Yes, Your Honor.
Balance was how much?
29,270, Your Honor.
29,000.
Yes, Your Honor.
And there is something there written paid by someone.
It's indicated paid by Simon Mwangi Theuri.
That's how much?
10,000.
So the next item that I have an interest is that item next to that money being paid. That item states that
Kenya shillings 39,000.
not that one, the next one.
The next item, dowry paid.
Dowry paid. You wrote how much?
190,000.
190,000.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let's move to the next page. Leave that page. There is dowry paid. That was your topic,
Yes, Your Honor.
right? That dowry paid, list down the things that you said. You said they were paid.
Mwatena Harika, 10,000. Mori Ithato, 90,000. Rurashio, 100,000.
Thank you. So the ratio that was paid that day was how much? You've written
This one
it
is
there.
inclusive.
You've written it there.
It is inclusive that I indicated that dowry paid Mwatena Harika 10,000. Mori Ithato 90,000.
I want where you are saying paid via the bank. How much was that?
But Your Honor, this was not the amount that Wagathoni produced.
Who wrote that?
I wrote, but according to myself, that was whatever I was jotting in, Your Honor.
I'm asking you about what you wrote.
Yes, Your Honor.
The amount that was paid via the bank is how much as per your writing?
I know the money paid by the bank, Your Honor, it was 190,000, Your Honor.
But you wrote here 100,000.
But we were just jotting in, Your Honor, so that the clarification could be okay.
You are very specific. You wrote ratio paid via bank 100,000.
Your Honor, in Kikuyu, rurashio ni ruthia rukite ati rufatithitio, Your Honor.
That's not the issue.
Yes,
the issue is that you are very specific. You wrote 100,000 paid via bank.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. So it was not 190 paid through the bank. It was 100,000 paid.
As per the slip, it was 190,000, Your Honor.
Thank you. But you are the one writing down.
I was writing, but I was just writing just for clarification.
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
So after you did all this, was whatever you were writing witnessed by any person? You said you were more than 500 in that event, right?
You are more than you have 500.
Is that signed by any other person except you?
In the room where we had sat separately, we were with whoever I had named there before. Akina Mwangi,
Did
Akina
they
Jofu.
sign? That's the question.
They didn't sign, but they agreed whatever we did.
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
The other thing is that you have said you have known these people for over 20 years.
Yes, Your Honor.
Virginia and your cousin Harold, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Before we go there, just confirm to this court that it was not 6 ships that were given that day. They were 3, according to you.
Pardon, Your Honor.
As part of what you were witnessing, you were asked how many ships were given that day.
I said Mwatena Harika. Normally Mwatena Harika 2. The following day, the following day it was, there were 3.
There were 3.
Yes, Your Honor.
So not 6, eh? Thank you. So you have known these people for over 20 years.
Yes, Your Honor.
Harold and the
Virginia.
deceased.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you are a police officer. Do you know whether they had any issue during the period they were living together?
I have never had.
You've never had any issue.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you are not aware whether she had left the home of Harold Wagathoni when she was living by herself.
I'm sure she didn't. She had never left that home of our
She
Wagathoni.
has never left that home.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. The last question that I have is a normal question. You are a police officer.
Yes, Your Honor.
You do investigations sometimes.
Yes, Your Honor.
When you went to the home of the first defendant, you say there was a note written by Mwangi.
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you there when he was writing that note?
We met, he had already written that note,
So
and he gave out to us.
So you were not there when the note was being written?
On 19th, I was there.
I'm asking the question. My question is,
yes, Your Honor.
Did you see them writing the note?
I didn't, but Mwangi had the note to us.
You did not. That's the answer. You did not.
Yes, Your Honor.
Was that note signed?
I think Mwangi had signed the note.
You think?
I think Mwangi had signed the note.
Was it dated?
I think
you were the secretary. You were supposed to be the
I think it was
dated.
It was dated.
It was dated?
Yes.
Which date?
19th November 2016.
19th November 2016. Thank you very much. That is all.
Mr. King'ori.
Yes, Your Honor.
was a customer marriage, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it conducted like supermarket purchase?
No, Your Honor.
A customer marriage is something that you need to account to anyone. Like in the final analysis, there'll be a trial balance.
Normally, we do not do so.
This is a conduct of purchase.
We do not do so.
You are taken through about items Dore paid.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. King'ori.
Yes.
What is 90 plus 100?
190, Your Honor.
And this is the amount that you are indicating was paid through the bank?
Yes, Your Honor.
No further questions.
Na mbele ya koti hii kwamba ushahidi utakaotoa kuhusiana na kesi hii ni ya ukweli mtupu. Mungu nisaidie. Asante.
Utatumia lugha ipi? Which language will you use?
Kikuyu.
Kindly state to the court your full name.
Jiro David Kanyenje Weru. David Kanyenje Weru.
David Kanyenje Weru. What do you do for a living, Mr. Kanyenje Weru? Na unaishi wapi?
Wito ni Githiro. Ni Githiro.
Naishi Githiro.
Githiro.
Mkulima.
You have been a mkulima all your life?
Correct, ni maisha masomo.
Now, please shortly tell us how you know the plaintiff, Aaron Moshi Gadoni, and the deceased, and whether you know the first defendant, Miri Nyawira Alaban, and Jane Okavi Joemo. How do you know them briefly so that you can save the court's time?
Wile yote ule moja na Alan, Moshi Alaban, na Moshi Okuete, na Laban, na Uji.
Jane Okaga.
Jane. Ule waine nao twele igote.
Tuwaine nao makĩria ya mĩaka 13.
Tunajuana na wao
kuma hĩndĩ ĩrĩa mokire Githiru.
Kutoka wakati walipokuja Githiru.
Twagĩire ũrata nao na tũgĩtũrania.
Tukakuwa marafiki na wao na tukaishi pamoja.
Sasa unajua Bwana Mūthuri alikuwa ameoa bibi ambaye sasa amefariki. Were you involved in that ceremony in any manner? And please tell the court from when it started to where it stopped.
Nĩahikanetie na na rĩrĩa ahikanirie nĩacokire akĩnjĩta
na wakati alioa aliniita
hĩndĩ ĩrĩa athiaga ũthoni wake
wakati wa dawa ya ceremony.
Sasa hizo ceremonies kuna wakati mlienda kwa nyumbani kwa bibi yake?
Kwao.
Mlienda mara ngapi?
Mara 3.
Mara 3. Unaweza kumbuka hiyo mara kwanza ilikuwa lini?
Ilikuwa tarehe 15 mwezi ya 10. 2016.
Sasa hii ni baada ya Mr. Mūthuri kuambia sasa ako na bibi ambaye anataka kuoa. Na hiyo wakati hiyo siku nini ilifanyika?
2016.
Hiyo wakati hiyo siku ya 15th October 2016. Wakati sasa mlienda huko.
Tulikuja kwa kina pale ameoa na tukakuta wase ya huko. Amani ya ile mtu tulikuwa tunaongea naye. Mimi nilikuwa naongea. Ni daragia.
Wewe Kikuyu ndio kubuka vizuri
Ni daragia.
Mimi ndio nilikuwa naongea.
Tukitwena Mūthuri ungi.
Haya. Jina yako usiseme Mūthuri mwingine, sema jina.
Wale yake.
Francis Foli.
Mimi ndio nilikuwa naongea tukiwa na Francis
Foli Kiberenge. Alafu
kulikuwa na wazee wengine
kulikuwa na wazee wengine
kama na wao.
Tulikuwa na wazee wengine.
Unaweza kukumbuka majina?
Omwani ule.
Mmoja ni ule.
Jina yake?
Deito. Deito. Ali unginake ule nokeria ule ja.
Kuna mwingine ako
jina
yake.
Majina unajua na upande hii. Sasa kukumbuka lakini najua yeye.
Bwana Mūthuri alikuwako?
Alikuwa twali nake.
Kwa na yeye.
Hiyo mambo yote the first plaintiff the first witness ametuambia, hatutaki kurudia tena. Lakini umesema mlienda mara 3.
Mara 3. Maita 3.
Sasa mara ya mwisho ilikuwa siku ipi?
tulikuwa hiyo tarehe 15 mwezi ya 10.
Mara ya mwisho.
Mara ya kwanza.
Na kuuliza mara ya mwisho.
Ya mwisho yale Disemba 10.
Disemba tarehe 10.
2016.
Mwaka upi? Na hiyo siku mlikuwa mnaenda kufanya nini?
Twathiete gutwara ruracio.
Tulikuwa tumeenda kupeleka dawa.
Na hii dawa mlikuwa mnajua ni nini mnafaa kupeleka?
Tondu mweri wa 11 mweri 19 ni matwitire na tugithie na twitarirwo kiria twagirire gutwara mweri 10 wa Disemba.
So unasema 19th of November 2016 mlikuwa mmeenda pale.
Yeah.
Sasa hiyo ndio mara yenu ya pili.
Ya pili.
Tushasikia hiyo, tutakurudia. Na mkaambiwa ni nini mnafaa kupeleka.
Yes.
Na unaweza kumbuka ni nini? Unaweza kumbuka nini mliambiwa mpeleke on the 10th ama any other day?
Twerirwo tugithie kuo tuthie tuli karisiti karia twandikirwo. Na karisiti kau twandikirwo ni Mwangi.
Mwangi nani?
Wakuo mamae waku.
Twandikahora ni getha ngahota interpret.
Kwa hiyo koti Mwangi.
Tulipoenda pale.
Yule.
Unajua nikapewa.
Mtu unajua?
Yule. Twakiaragia hamwe nake.
Ni rafiki.
Ni rafiki tukoma twathondekire urata tondu ni twanyitana.
Tumekuwa marafiki na Mwangi.
Nataka kusema mkifanya ceremony mnakuwa marafiki.
Ni urata utumagwo. Utho ni ndutumagwo urata.
Actually that's the essence of the whole ceremony, isn't it? Anyway, sasa hii ndio ile karatasi mlifanyia.
Haya. Karatasi yaka niko. Twatarirwo ni Mwangi.
Hii karatasi ndio
That's the exhibit one, the other one we had referred to earlier.
Kau niko twatarirwo.
Okay. So now we go to the 10th of December 2016. Mkaenda. Mlikuwa ngapi?
Fala ndio muno.
Tulikuwa watu wengi sana.
Makiria nduta makiria magana mana guthi na iguru.
Over 400.
Yataba guthi na iguru.
Over 400 people. Kwa hiyo kwa sababu nataka tu concentrate na that date. Mulienda hiyo siku?
Yeah. Mweri 10 wa December. 2016.
Lakini mlikuwa mmeenda the day before?
Ni hiyo siku ni iko hicho ithatu. Twithie cia mbere wa mbere 15 na yo gia 19. Iyo gia mweri 10 niyo yari guthie kuhinga kurachi kutwara indo.
Tulienda huko mara 3 na hiyo siku tarehe 10 ndio ilikuwa ya kwenda kupeleka mali.
Yeah.
Wote na harika ilitolewa lini ama huko wako?
Mwati na harika twathi nyumba ni ndamuririe. Kana mwati na harika ni manyitete. Makijira ni maranyitire ira mugongo mweri 9.
Okay.
Tulipoingia kwa nyumba niliuliza mambo ya ile mwati na harika na nikaambiwa zilipelekwa tarehe 9.
Kwa hivyo ilikuwa imepelekwa the day before.
Yeah. Na ndaga thiaga mbere. Mwati na harika nduthiaga kiroko uthiaga mbere. Waini ukarara kuo. Yes.
Kumaanisha nini sasa?
Iyo ni agutua atiri mucicio ni witikiritwo. Koguo mucicio ni witikirikite. Tondu koma magiko mativati gwitikirika mucicio. Mburi yo ndiraraga kou no gucoka icokagio.
Hizo group zinapelekwa before siku ya dawari, zinalala huko ikiwa ishara ya kwamba mmekubalika katika hiyo boma, na msipokubalika katika hiyo boma, hizo mbuzi huwa zinarejeshwa.
So kirejesho kusema sasa hii ceremony ya 10th of December 2016 haingefanyika.
Koroma tena hari kanisa ya Kuuga Kuuga.
Ndegeze ndugutingiathia guthoni ucio no guthirathiraga. Riu ndũngĩthi na ũthoni na mbere tondũ ũthoni nĩ mwate na harika.
Hizo mbuzi zingerejeshwa, hiyo dawa ya ceremony haitaweza kuendelea.
Okay. So kwa ufupi sasa tuambie, wakati sasa mlienda hiyo siku 10th of December 2016, kwa ufupi nini ilifanyika kwa ufupi? Sababu tushasikia hii maneno.
Kazi kwenye matwamũkĩra na tukiheo ya kuria tukiria tondu mugeni ndakĩheagwo ũhoro ũgeria ng'aragu ndĩheagwo ũhoro twathiĩ twarĩkia kuria
Nikaenda polepole.
Tulipofika pale tulipokelewa vizuri na tukapewa chakula.
Wakati mpewa chakula nini nyingine ilifanyika?
Haya, twarikia kuria tugĩikara tũgĩkorwo na mahoya tukĩheo kiugo,
tukakuwa na maombi na tukapreach.
Na baada ya maombi sasa
kuma hau nĩrĩo twerirwo oki nĩo mokaga na ũhoro.
Kumaanisha sasa useme ni nini mmekuja?
Sisi ithuĩ nĩ ithuĩ tũka na ũhoro nĩguo twerirwo. Mwangi agĩtwĩra nĩ inyuĩ mũrĩ na ũhoro, koguo tukĩmwĩra no ndeto ici itiaragĩrio mbere ya kĩrĩndĩ, ithiagwo keheri-inĩ nyũmba, na twatwarirwo nyũmba.
Kutoka hapo ndo tukaambiwa mgeni ndo kuja na habari, na kwa hivyo tukaambiwa hiyo maneno tumekuja nayo hatuwezi ongea pale mbele ya umati, lazima tuende tuketi kando. Ndio tukaingia ndani ya boma.
Unasema sasa wakati mliingia ndani ya boma ndio uliwauliza kama walikuwa wamepata moto na harika? Wakati mliingia ndani ya boma ndio uliwauliza kama wamepata moto na harika?
Yeah.
Okay. Akina nani sasa waliingia ndani ya boma? Ni nani kama unaweza kumbuka ni nani na nani?
Twari mwena ũyũ twari Francis Foley, Ndiritu na aligania rĩtwa rĩrĩa rĩngĩ etagwo.
Kwa upande wetu tuliingia na Francis,
tulikuwa na
pia tulikuwa na Ndiritu.
Mlikuwa kama wangapi? Mlikuwa kama wangapi? Kwa hiyo meeting, ya side meeting.
Tulikuwa na nginya na Gathoni alioho. Ulikuwa
kama wangapi kwa jumla?
Athuri twari tia matarire uguo ni tondu mari haria twatonyire kiikari.
Sikuweza kuhesabu tulikuwa wazee wangapi.
Na hata mama mlikuwa na wao? Mlikuwa na mama hapo? Kwa hiyo so wakati sasa mliingia hapo ndani, wewe ulisema wewe ndio ulikuwa chairman wao
wa maombeo.
Ndio sasa wewe ndio ulikuwa naongea?
Ni ndaria
bwana Mushiri.
Au hadu hamuchirire tondu mundu ndagejaga.
Mimi ndio nilikuwa naongea nikishukisha bwana Mushiri.
Tuli na Francis Foley.
Ati unasema mtu afanye nini? Umesema kitu hapo. Umesema mtu afanye nini? Umeongea kitu mingi hapo. Mtu afanye nini?
Yani
ajinyoi
ndageja tukoguo mundu ndejaga ndagio yaririria hari handu hothe.
Sasa wewe ndio ulikuwa unaongea
kwa niaba ya kani ndo wake.
Sasa tuambie sasa, kwa sababu wewe ndio ulikuwa chairman, tuambie nini ilifanyika mkoa uko ndani, mlifanya nini?
Okay. twaingĩra thĩinĩ kiugo kĩa mbere nĩyo ndamũrithie kana Mwati na Harika marĩ nĩ monete makiuga ĩĩ.
Tulipoingia ndani, swali ya kwanza ni hilo la kuuliza kama waliweza kupokea zile mbuzi Mwati na Harika, na wakasema waliweza kuzipokea.
Baada ya hapo sasa wakasema ndio wamepokea hiyo. Kuna kitu kingine mlifanya ama mlitoa?
Na majokeria mauga ĩĩ tondu harĩ rĩthiti karatathi kau mandĩkĩte kana karatathi kau makauga indo iria ciothe mandĩkĩte indo icio ciothe itigokeire mbeca ciũkeire ciũke cigĩtwo itigokeire indo cinyitĩtwo gũtigoke mbeca kũrĩa cigwo thĩinĩ wa account nĩ ũndũ wa security ya area. Ngĩmoria rĩu nĩ mwanyitire makiuga ĩĩ tondu ciaigirwo kĩroko kĩu kĩa mweri 10.
Kuna zile vitu tulikuwa tumehesabiwa zilikuwa indicated kwa ile receipt, na walikuwa wameeleza ya kwamba zile vitu zisiweze kuletwa zikiwa in physical form, ziletwe zikiwa receipt ya pesa kwa sababu ya security. Na niliweza kuuliza kama walikuwa wamepokea zile pesa, ile receipt ya zile pesa, na wakaconfirm walikuwa wamepata.
Ilikuwa ngapi?
190.
Na kuna kitu cheti chochote ambacho mlitoa kuonyesha kwa haswa hiyo 190?
Yeah. Ndandageria Mwangi karithiti karĩa kaigire mbeca icio.
Niliweza kupatia Mwangi ile receipt ilikuwa inaonyesha tumeweza.
Unataka kusema banking slip?
Yeah.
Slip, not receipt. Slip.
Slip. No.
Hiyo pesa ikawekwa account ya nani? Hiyo pesa ilikuwa imewekwa account ya nani?
Yakati keria account ya nyina wa Virginia.
Okay. So that's the first defendant Mwirinyawe Alaba. Sasa hiyo pesa ilikuwa inamaanisha nini? Ni nini mmefanya hiyo? 190 ilikuwa nasimamia nini?
Kuri indo iria ciatarĩtwo ciandĩkagwo karatathi-inĩ karĩa twandĩkĩirwo nĩ gĩkĩ na gĩkĩ na gĩkĩ. Rĩu tũtoya mbeca icio igĩkorwo irĩ icio.
Sasa kwa hiyo siku mlikuwa mmetoa nini na nini na nini na nini?
Ndio Mwati na Harika twarutĩte icio coka irĩ irũngi
Live. Okay.
Live. Haya rĩu ici ingĩ nacio nĩ iria tũtũire mandĩkire makiuga gĩkĩ na gĩkĩ na gĩkĩ na gĩkĩ thĩinĩ wa receipt-inĩ ĩno.
Hiyo items ndio tunataka useme ni nini na nini.
Ile pesa ilikuwa inasimamia zile vitu tulikuwa tumeandikiwa tuweza kupeleka pale.
Ilikuwa nini na nini na nini sasa? Ama unataka nikuambie?
Leo karithiti kau ndo gũkĩrutwo tondũ ndagĩka icio rĩu mĩaka ĩyo nĩ mĩingĩ, mĩaka 10 kĩrĩ.
Siwezi kumbuka.
10 years, 10 years.
Hii kitu alikuwa ameandika hapa. Kama unaweza kumbuka, kama unaweza soma ni nini ilikuwa imeandikwa hapo.
China unaile wakili. Ndio makometwa.
Wewe soma vizuri.
Ndio na kipeka.
No, kuna kwa hivyo mlikuwa mtoe, sio?
Eh.
Kuna Mwati mlikuwa mtoe live. Kuna Mgoma, ulikuwa mtoa live. Na Venge.
Na Venge, yeah.
Kwa hivyo hiyo one night ilikuwa isimamia sasa.
Ndio
ilikuwa imesimamia sasa vitu zote ambazo mlikuwa mtoe kwa hii mahali.
Mwatena harika ile kado.
Hiyo ilikuwa kando tunajua.
Hiyo ilikuwa kado. Ichige nicho chiagirira kurutwo.
Sasa mlikuwa mmetoa zote za one night, ilikuwa zote inatoshana na one night.
Na one night.
Kwa hii mahali yote.
Unaoni ndo diraga.
Kwa hivyo ndio waambia koti vizuri. Sasa mlitoa part
mido imwe. No.
Kwa hivyo mlitoa part lakini mkabakisha zingine.
Yeah.
Kuna kitu kingine ilifanyika mkiwa pale.
Haya. Ndarikia kumanengera receipt kana ka slip kau ga bengi. Ucue wa Virginia ni arugamire na iguru akiuga we ni orerete mwana ucio. Koguo ni akuheo 5,000.
Nilipopeana ile receipt, grandmother wa Virginia aliweza kusimama na akasema yeye ndo amelea Virginia, na akasema apewe pesa, katoa 5,000.
Yes.
Na nini ingine ilifanyika hiyo siku mkiwa pale ndani?
Twalikia kuruta icio ndio tukiuga ni twakinyara tukinyagia.
Baada ya kutoa hizo tukasema sisi tutafikisha hapo kwa wakati.
Kuna kitu mlipewa wazee?
Kuma hau twauga ni wathuri jayo kwa kiuga no gukiria tugukiria thuri.
Nani alisema?
Mwangi.
Kutoka hapo Mwangi akasema wazee pia tuwaangalie.
Mliwaangazia kivipi?
Nimokiririo ni nditu na 10,000.
Na David akaweza kuwapatia 10,000 wazee sasa.
Mkiwa pale huyu mwenda zake alikuwako. Huyu msichana alikuwa anaolewa. Alikuwako ama alikuja?
Mwilitu ni kurioragio etagwo ni mama yako nyo kana ide. Indo ici ndie kana njae kuria. Koguo ni okire nyumba na agicoka akiuma ndaikaraga mwili ndaikaraga hau.
Msichana aliweza kuitwa na anko yake na akaingia kwa nyumba, ingawa hakukaa sana.
Yeah.
Akaulizwa nini? Msema aliulizwa kitu.
Ni kurio oririo mari indo kana mama uria Mwangi akimuria ndi ithiro akigwagiga
Anko yake aliuliza msichana kama anaweza kula ile mali ambayo ilikuwa imeletwa, na msichana akajibu akasema unaweza kula.
Hiyo ni kumaanisha nini?
Hiyo ni kirathimo.
Hiyo ni ishara ya baraka.
Yes.
Wanasema alitoa pale na akaja akaitikia endeleeni.
Yes. Akato.
Kusema hata mimi nimeitikia kuolewa. Sasa kama chama inasemekana kwamba walikuwa wameachana kabla aga dunia. Ushasikia mambo kama haya?
Kabla nijibu hiyo. Kabla nijibu hiyo, ngoja nimalize hiyo
swali langu. Ushasikia kama walikuwa wameachana?
Hapana.
Na aswa Kikuyu. Watu wakiachana wanaachana kivipi?
Nĩ mũtumia anengagĩrwo athuri agacokio kwao, hĩndĩ ĩyo nĩ matigana. O ta ũrĩa twathire
kulingana na mila za Kikuyu, mwanamke wanapoachana na bwana yake, yule mwanamke huwa anachukuliwa na wazee, anarudishwa kwao.
Hii ilifanyika?
ndigwĩte kuma hĩndĩ ĩyo.
Na hiyo haijawahi fanyika.
Unakumbuka alikuwa ameandika statement kwa hii kesi, si ndio? Unakumbuka hivyo? Na ungetaka hii kesi iwe ushahidi kwa hiyo statement, iwe ushahidi kwa hii kesi, si ndio? No further questions.
Thank you. Bwana David. Habari ya leo?
Njema.
Uko salama eh? So kwa hiyo statement ambayo ulikuwa umeandika, hiyo wakati ambayo uliandika statement na wakili, kuna mahali ambapo umesema shosho ya Virginia alisema anataka apewe pesa ngapi? 5,000. Hiyo ulikumbuka kuandika kwa statement?
No, hiyo hatuge kwa maana ilikuwa pale mnyanya mutimia mukuru da radio.
So
na akiokira uguo no ugekiria gwenda.
Mzee kulingana na Kikuyu huwa haulizi. Anaweza itisha Kenya anataka.
Okay. Kwa hiyo hakukuwa na haja ya kuandika hii 5,000.
Hadi tondu ni ucho wa mundu ndandikagira.
Lakini kuna 2,000 ambayo mlipewa. Na hiyo umeandika kwa statement. Kwa nini uliandika hii na haukuandika hiyo nyingine?
No, iria niguo ni iria icokagio hari athuri ni undu wa kindu gitagwo athuri mokerio na mokagio na njohi. Koguo njohi iyo inyuanagirwo ni athuri miena eri.
Ile mbili ni ile ambayo huwa inarejeshwa na wazee baada ya wazee wa hiyo upande mwingine kupewa ambacho wameitisha, na wanakunywa kinywaji kwa pamoja.
So ya pombe ni muhimu kuliko ya shosho.
Ucho ni ndio mutimia waku ndicho na ndio.
Okay.
Na utikindu gitaragirwo.
Hiyo ya shosho huwa haihesabiwi
thini wa Ugikuyu-ini.
Okay.
Katika mila na desturi za Kikuyu.
Unasema wakati ambapo mlienda mlikuwa na slip ya 190,000 na wewe ndiye ulikuwa chairman. Hii 190,000 ilikuwa ya pesa gani? Ilikuwa ya kufanya nini?
Ni iria matarire, ni iria mwangi atutarire akiuga mukurehe giki na giki igoka ngirigana ria naite
nipatie hizo
ichi na giki.
Ndio nakwambia nipatie those items. Wakati Mwangi aliwahesabia aliwaambia mtaleta hii ya pesa hii ya pesa hii, kwa sababu wewe ndio ulikuwa chairman.
Nikio riu hale wakili akode agweka kwa tondiroda
ila 190,000 ndio zile vitu tulikuwa tumehesabiwa na tulikuwa tumeitisha, na kwa sasa siwezi kumbuka zile vitu, na ndizo wakili alikuwa anajaribu kumkumbusha.
So hawezi kumbuka ni nini na nini mlilipia?
Mimi ndio ile maandikite.
Lakini hawezi kumbuka ni nini na nini.
Tulilipia zile vitu zilikuwa zimeandikwa.
Tondole wile harakatali.
Okay.
Lakini siwezi kumbuka.
Kwa statement yako unasema paragraph 18 ya statement yako unasema ya kwamba nilipatiwa that wakati wa ile mkutano tuliongea maneno ya dawari na nikapatiwa a note ama tukapatiwa a note containing the list of requirements. Si ndio?
Ndio ile.
Tumesema ulipatiwa a note containing.
Yes.
Hiyo note ulipatiwa na nani?
Na Mwangi.
Mwangi. So hiyo note iliandikwa ukiwa hapo ama kabla mfike?
Kanoti kau Mwangi kelea kau mwezi 19 ndio twahirwo kanoti kau.
Ilikuwa hapo ikiandikwa ama ulipata imeandikwa?
Ni madigite. Hata kau.
Alipata imeandikwa.
Hiyo note ya hizo vitu iliandikwa tarehe 19 na mimi nilipata kama nimeandikwa.
Wakati ulipo unaongea ukisaidiwa na wakili wako umesema ya kwamba hiyo note iliandikwa na Mwangi, lakini ukikuja ulipata kama ishaandikwa. Ulijuaje ni Mwangi ameandika?
Mwangi ni wa watu ne.
Counsel is distorting evidence. I did not
Mwangi ni wa watu ne.
You can go back to
I
the
did not say
proceedings.
that. I only showed him the note and what was written when and
He
who did
specifically
it. I did
stated
not ask.
that note was written by Mwangi.
I did not.
No, I have my notes. It said we had a receipt that was written by Mwangi.
And he showed Mwangi.
They pointed and indicated his exhibit 1. I have that on my notes.
Yes, but I did not ask him whether it was written where they were there.
But he said he responded.
Yes, that is what he responded, but that was not my question. So let him not
It is
distort.
not you I am asking the question, it is the witness. And I have asked this question. Wewe umesema ukifika ulipata note imeandikwa, lakini wakati ulikuwa unatoa testimony ulisema ni Mwangi aliandika. Unaongea ukweli ama unadanganya?
Mwezi 19. Mwezi 19. Nilio Mwangi uria atunengeria karatathi kau.
Ulipata akiandika, ulimuona akiandika?
Mwangi atwandikire indo iria ciothe twandikire.
Ulipata, ulimuona akiandika?
Ko nyumba take andikagira nyumba twathia kurikia.
Kwa hivyo haukuona?
Ndio mwali ndwe twakoride indo icio hindi yo matwita. Mwezi 19 atwitire agitumana tuke tu indo iria tukaka nacio.
Asante sana.
Tarehe 19.
Yes.
Ndio tulienda kule, Mwangi akaweza kutuandikia ile note ile ambayo ilikuwa na zile vitu ambazo tulikuwa tunafaa kuleta kwa dawari.
Asante. Wewe ndiye ulikuwa chairman, si ndio? Kwa hivyo kila kitu ambayo ilikuwa inaendelea wewe ndiye ulikuwa unaongoza. Ni kweli?
Upande ya tarehe hiyo ya mwisho. Ya mwisho.
Wewe ndiye ulikuwa unaongoza.
Siku ya mwisho yote.
Okay.
Yes.
Kwa statement yako unasema this is paragraph 22 of your statement. Unasema pale kwa mkutano nilienda nikaongea na elders nikawapatia our position. Nikawaambia ya kwamba tuko tayari kulipa the entire dowry. tuko tayari kulipa the entire, ama muko you are ready to pay the entire dowry. I don't know whether you can interpret. Yona
ate muthenya ucio mwathirio ngano na wathirio kiuga ati inyu mwena wanyu mwirinde mwari tayari kuruta indo ciothe iria cietĩtio.
hiyo ni kweli?
Twali tayari.
So mulikuwa tayari kutoa the entire dowry. Kuna mahali umepoteza kidogo. It's not what they were asked for. It is the entire dowry.
Mukiwa mwari tayari kuruta ruracio ruothe.
Twali tayari kuruta indo iria twenda ciarĩ karatathi-inĩ karĩa kandĩkĩtwo.
Tulikuwa tayari kutoa zile vitu ambazo zilikuwa zimeandikwa
kwa karatasi,
kwa ile note.
Bwana David, ulisema ya kwamba the plaintiff na the deceased were your neighbors.
Muno.
Sana.
Umewajua kwa muda upi?
Makiria miaka 10 na kitu.
Tumejuana for more than 10 years.
Makiria.
For more than 10 years. The plaintiff mwenye amekaa pale ako na familia ingine? Wewe kama chairman wa hiki kikao, wakati mlienda pale ndani kuongea mambo ya msichana, mulitaja kitu yoyote kuhusu familia ya Bwana Haro?
Kwa Virginia. Kwa Virginia au na Virginia kihika hivi darake menya kule mutumia onge.
Na kuuliza ile wakati ambapo mlienda pale kwa kikao, mliongelea kuhusu familia ya kwanza ya Bwana Haro?
Jitu ajiagodoni.
Sisi tulikuwa tumeenda dawa ceremony.
Kwa hivyo hakuna mahali ambapo mliongelea kuhusu the first family ya Bwana Haro?
Ala tutakiarajia nao. Hatukuwa tutakiarajia na hali nao doni. Twajao doni wa Haroni na Virginia.
Hatukuweza kuongelea kama maneno, tulikuwa tumeenda dawa ya Haroni na Virginia.
Asante sana kwa hilo. Sasa huwezi kumbuka zile vitu ambazo mlitoa ile wakati ambapo mlikuwa mmeenda na hamkuongea kuhusu familia ya Bwana Haro ya kwanza, na kwa hivyo nitaenda kwa my next question. My next question is, wewe kama neighbor wa hawa watu ambao umeishi nao kwa miaka zaidi ya 10 na kitu, kuna wakati ambapo umesikia kuna vurugu kwa hiyo nyumba?
No.
Hakuna siku hadi moja ushawaisikia kuna vurugu?
Kama koni kwali na halo ni magio katoni hata kwa mu.
Okay.
Kama kungekuwa na vurugu wangekuwa
Na walikuwa na ni moka kwa kutembea na hizo tukazi kwa
sisi ni marafiki.
Unaona?
Kwa hii miaka 10 ama zaidi ya 10 ambayo umejua hawa watu wawili, plaintiff na huyo mwenye ameaga, kwa hiyo miaka 10 ama zaidi ambayo umewajua, ulisema kwa statement yako ya kwamba walikuja 2013 wakati walikuja kwa your village hiyo 2013 walikuwa wanaishi wapi?
Nyumba yao.
Kwa nyumba yao.
Magurire. Na nyumba yao.
Nyumba gani?
Wamenunua.
Wako na nyumba ngapi hapo?
Hali nyumba yao ni majake. Magurire ile jake. Yes, makederi.
Walinunua nyumba ikiwa imejengwa.
Unajua walinunua?
Yes.
Okay.
Na mende hiyo ni mwanzo wao.
You ulikuwa witness kwa hiyo?
Ngamenyire tondu no aitora riako.
Okay.
Nilijua kwa sababu we come from the same village.
Yeah.
Kwa hivyo unaweza hadi jua title ilitoka na jina nani?
No.
Haujui? Okay. Lakini ni yao.
Kiu ni kimuci.
Sawa.
Hiyo ni yao
Ya
sawa. Kwa huo wakati ambao umejua hawa watu, kuna muda umesikia ya kwamba bibi yangu amepotea akaenda kuishi mahali pengine. Umesikia kitu kama hiyo?
Ndigwete.
Sijawasikia.
Kwa hivyo kulingana na wewe kutoka 2013 wameishi pamoja all along hadi akakuja kuaga.
Kindu kiria kuri tondu ni andu eri mararuta wira. No umeha hothi ugakombore nyumba hana kana kukuhiriria wira kana andu
kutoka 2013 wewe hujasikia vurugu, hujasikia vita, hawa watu wameishi pamoja kutoka 2013 hadi mahali amekuja kuaga.
Nino ajuga yeye.
Naweza sema ndio.
Asante sana. Twende kwa hii pesa. Wewe kama mzee wa Kikuyu uko na miaka ngapi wewe?
Over 70.
Uko over 70. Hii ilikuwa rorasho yako ya kwanza?
No.
Kwa hizo rorasho zingine ambazo umeenda, kazi ya mama mtoto ni gani?
Nina mwana. Ule turathi kugira kana
yes, mama ya msichana.
Mama ya msichana
yake ni gani?
Haya. Nina mutimia wa mutu. Nyina mutimia. Angikoro athuri mama yariho kana muthu athuri a muhiriga nio maragia.
We are waiting for you.
Mama ya msichana ambaye anaolewa, wakati mnapoenda pale, wazee wa hiyo clan ndio wanafaa kuongea.
Very good. Acheni maikarathi. No ni majadilianaga nao. Na nyina mwiritu akorwo ithe ndariho kana ithe ariho makajadiliana hamwe aciari na andu hao.
Wale wazee wa clan huwa wanajadiliana na yule mama wa msichana kama baba ya msichana hayuko hai.
Na kwa hizo zingine zote ambazo umeenda, kuna mahali ambapo ushaisikia mama amepokea dawari? Mama ya msichana.
Kwa yado.
Marorasho mauga wana vile. Kwa hiyo nina wa mwiretu. Marorasho.
Ndoyaga mutimia ndoyaga thini wa Ugikui.
Kulingana na mila na desturi za Kikuyu, mama ya msichana huwa hapokei dawari.
Na hii pesa 190 iliwekwa kwa akaunti ya nani?
Ya nyina Virginia.
190,000 tuliweza kuweka kwa akaunti ya mama Virginia.
Nyina Virginia niwe wale nyina wa mwana.
Niwe nyina wa mwiretu.
Na mama Virginia ndiye mama wa msichana.
uhurukite.
Okay. Mliweka pesa hapo kwa akaunti yake? Nichekirirwo. Okay.
Ni mwene mutimia.
Okay. Na wewe ndio ulikuwa chairman?
Mwene mutimia ni waigire nake ndio agĩũka na gaciribu kau.
Okay. Are you aware kama hiyo slip ya 190,000 imetolewa kwa sababu wewe ndio ulikuwa chairman? Ukiandika statement yako kuna mahali ulichukua hiyo slip ya 190 ukaweka kama witness kwa documents ambazo mtaleta kotini. So kwako haukuweka?
Yeah, ni waigire
kwa sababu hiyo receipt iliweza kuwekwa na wanadhamu.
Yeah.
Swali la mwisho kabisa, umesema msichana aliitwa pale ndani, aliitwa. Wakati aliitwa akaambiwa na uncle yake kama familia inaweza endelea kukula hiyo mali. Iko hivyo? Alijibu vipi?
Augire yeye.
Alisema ndio.
Ndio ndivyo iko Kiuga gikaga.
Okay.
Na hiyo ni kulingana na mila
ya Gitumi.
Wewe uko na wasichana?
Muno.
Niko na wasichana.
Kuna mwenye ameolewa kama bibi wa pili?
Ako naye.
Ako wakati alikuwa anakuja kuuliziwa, haukuona kukiwa na haja ujue ya kwamba mwenye anamuoa ako na bibi wa pili?
Ona atatu no magikario.
Okay. Hata watatu huwa wanaolewa.
So unasema plaintiff ako na ruhusa ya kuoa mmoja
hadi 10. Hata 10.
Asante sana.
Kwa Gikuyu.
That is all.
Ama tulika ona kabila ichigi.
That's all. Asante.
Now, wakati unasema mama ya msichana hapokei mahari, ni kusema hapewi kitu?
Ni yako.
So nani anapokea?
Ni mama we. Kana Mūthuri wa muhiriga wao.
Mahari ndio inapokelewa na anko ya msichana.
Haiko ndaithe.
Ama mzee wa clan. Na baadaye anapatia yule mama ya msichana.
Ndio makachoka na damu.
Good. Kwa hivyo anko ndio anapokea? Alafu nyumaye wanapea mama.
Wanakaa chini.
Sasa hii wakati ulikuwa na banking slip, ulipatia nani?
Hiyo ka slip. Na mmoja yule.
Ulipatia mmoja. Hukupatia mama yake.
Hapana.
Ndio kumaanisha yule aliyepokea hiyo pesa ni Mwangi.
Ni Mwangi.
Sio mama yake.
Mama yake aliwekewa kwa account.
Thank you very much. Marriage ceremony ya Kikuyu hufanyika na siku moja. Marriage ceremony ya Kikuyu hufanyika na Kikuyu na siku moja.
Tusemina. Ndethiraga. Kiu ni kiara.
Dawari ceremony ya Kikuyu huwa ifanyiki na siku moja.
Ukisema ndethiraga ni kusema fafanua kidogo. Ukisema ndethiraga ni kusema fafanua, nataka ufafanue kidogo. Ni kumaanisha
ndethiraga tondu hau ni kiara tondu mutimia ucio wahikia ni hari urithia guita mahuti kana hari urithia kurora muciari wako. Koguo gutiri hindi uthoni wa uthira ati watuika ni twarikani.
Na unaweza enda ukiwa unapeleka vitu,
unaenda unaangalia yeye unampea ile kitu unampea.
Kwa Kikuyu dawari huwa haishi kwa sababu bado utakuwa unaenda kutembelea yule mama yule mama ya yule msichana atakuwa anatembelea ile boma na utakuwa unapeleka kakitu. Hivyo dawari huwa haiishi kulingana na mila za Kikuyu.
No further questions, Your Honor.